Oh,
Give me life or give me death. Liberty is all I have left.
Raven.
Merry, Merry Monday, everyone. Merry, Merry Monday. We are back with a very special episode. We've had a long delay. It's been a long delay. We went through some things. We've been through some things. The Sugar Boys are back. And we're better than we ever been.
Already. We're running at a higher capacity than what we've previously been running at.
Listen, we got some problems, Puerto Rico. We've got some problems. You can't be asking for impeachments if you're not comfortable with who's going to be in control after the impeachment. You have to think about that. You do got to think about that because it's going to be a long line. Now you're out here saying that you want to impeach another one.
You want to do another?
You want to do another one, and it's becoming a problem when you start doing stuff like that. Now it looks like it's a hassle, which I guess you could be right. I'm not exactly familiar with the situation. I know that they believe that lady was mishandling funds from the hurricane, but I've never seen any charges. So, I mean, I think you're going to need a little bit more than that, honestly, when you're going for the next person signing up. Outside of that, people making a big deal about the Trump tweet. I guess, how do I feel about the Trump tweet? It's like something I haven't really processed, but I guess I would say that it is true. What he said is true.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But you only get to say it if you're from here. That's all.
I think so. I don't know. Because me personally, from what I've seen people get upset at, most people seem to be upset at the fact that he is just coming for the city. They think he's acting unprofessional. He's not being a good leader. But I don't understand what the whole why there's so much backlash from it, because again, what he said is true. I mean, it's a mess. We've been having the same problems for the past decade or two or three or whatever you want to put it at. And there has been many changes, but I think the thing that I guess that really gets me is that people continue to make it into a Democrat versus Republican thing. I guess that's really what gets me. And then the fact that people are calling it racist as well. I mean, you've had a number of leaders come out and call them racist for it. I don't know. I'm not sure how racist it really actually is.
Racist on
it.
Yeah, I'm white here.
I mean,
he's calling us those same things.
Yeah, and but besides that, people are saying that he's coming for Elijah Cummings. I mean, a lot of what he said is true still. Elijah Cummings has been the representative for this district for how long? Ever. And I mean, we're still facing some of the same problems. So I mean, what he's saying about Elijah Cummings isn't far from the truth, I guess. I mean, I don't know the full scope of what he's said back and forth with Elijah. But I mean, still,
but at the same time, it's always easier said than done.
100%.
That's for sure, because we're not here to argue that, but this is a man that's won bankrupt 6 times. Couldn't somebody tell you, why didn't you understand it the first time, or the second time or the third time? I mean, at the same time, people fuck up. Things happen. It's not always just one person that controls everything. I don't know the back end behind every single time that the man went bankrupt, but there could be an instance, where you really thought this was a successful thing and someone fucked you over.
Exactly.
And that becomes that, which is what I've seen plenty of times with bankruptcy. But regardless, it's another kind of thing where I don't really care. It's kind of like, dude, fuck Elijah Cummings, dude. Fuck Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, who really cares, bro? Trump isn't going to change the city. Elijah Cummings isn't going to change the city.
Jack Young's not going to change the city. The lovely president of the city council that I listened to on NPR this morning, he's not going to change the city. To be honest, I mean, I imagine kind of like a similar Detroit situation going on, where let's say in a couple of years you don't even have a mayor, you just kind of have a federal appointed person to look over the city. Um, I mean, we're seeing rapid population decline where people are leaving Baltimore City. Um, we're operating at a deficit. I just don't see it turning out to be, America's next success story within the next 30 years. I think you see a Detroit where you have a period of extreme poverty. There'll be job loss, population loss. People will move on, people will move out, and then eventually, once everything's gone, you'll see some more investment come back to the city, and people eventually move it. But I mean, who knows? That's a
But this
prediction.
is when we talk about this subject. Let's really, if you really want to state the facts of the situation, okay? The facts of the situation are that Maryland has the highest median average of wealth in the country.
Yeah, the income.
I mean, and the average income, Maryland's the highest, right? And for every Annapolis, you got to have a Baltimore. I've said it many times. But let's really look at the poorest states in America. I'm not even trying to make it this argument, but they're Republican ran states. When you look at where the welfare goes, it's to the southern states. When you look at the bottom 50 medium averages, it's Tennessee, Oklahoma, Georgia. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like it's today, what it came out, I believe 14 people got caught, faking welfare, scamming welfare. It was like over $100,000. I never verified the story, so I didn't want to get into it. But it's like, I think that happens all the time. It's not just a Democratic Elijah Cummings. And just like how I'm talking about, I wasn't trying to make a Republican thing. It's not a Republican in Tennessee. Like, at the end of the day, the people is where the change is at, right?
Exactly. So what gets me is especially when the mayor race comes up and all these campaigns for city council, a lot of the huge argument is on both sides is that, well, not even on both sides, on the Republican side, is that we've been democratically ran for so long. It's the Democrats' fault for the way Baltimore City is. When that's just not the case, because you could take that whole government, everybody could be fucking Republican in it, and it does not get any better. It does not get any better. It's not a Republican Democrat issue. It's simply a Baltimore issue and just being fucked.
For me, it's like, for here, it's just wrong allocations of funds, corruptions, things like that.
Yeah, I think corruption plays a huge part.
You can go anywhere. Go to the richest places of this country. They're Democrat and they're Republican. You can go to a Texas. They got money.
Republican.
Or you can go to a Florida. You know what I mean? Same exact thing. They got money. Then you can go to a California.
Democrat. And
they can go to Las Vegas.
Go to Portland,
Nevada.
Seattle.
There's certain spots that obviously are attractions regardless. Those are the ones that are going to bring in money. Now, when you look at Baltimore, you're like, we have things. We do have things.
Right. Like being surrounded by some of the wealthiest people, in the country.
Annapolis, I mean, where the Navy is stationed, the harbor down there. I mean, we have a port.
Yeah, we have a port.
That's big. It's big. We have B&O Railroad, a Mason-Dixon line. I mean, there's multiple things you can go off of that, like, you can build Baltimore. I mean, not Baltimore's on the Mason-Dixon line, but you can build Maryland off of that. You can help Baltimore with to help go better. Now, when you're talking about the school's in $140 million deficit, well, that shit didn't happen overnight. You know what I mean? That's not from last year. That's an accumulation of debt that isn't getting solved.
Well, that, and for some odd reason, we have the highest administrative costs per student, somewhere around the $10,000 range per student, to run from. But that again, that's no accident that's happening that way, especially when you see the city public school system facing corruption as well. It just came out a couple months ago. There was 2 principals at a school. One was the legit principal. One was in Qatar.
Yeah,
hasn't lived here for over 2 years, getting paid $100,000.
But then we got a Curly, right? Then you got a Curly there, or you got a.
Well, I don't know if we can say much about Curly because they're private.
What's the other one that's not private?
That's not private. What do you mean?
Is it downtown? Is it with a P?
Whew.
Poly.
Poly.
Poly. Another one. I mean, it's a Patapsco.
Yeah.
I mean, those are great schools.
Yeah, Balmer City College. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
high school.
I mean, they're great schools. They're in there, and you can see that this. I've seen it said before, you know, that Baltimore is it's a city of neighborhoods, you know, and when you look at it from a governor standpoint, it would be a city of districts, right? And you can see which districts get love and which ones don't. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah, it's very, very clear, especially when you go to Poly. I mean, they got like a full-blown football stadium. I can't remember the last time they won a state championship. You know, it's like things like that. You see where the money goes and where it's kind of put.
Sure. I've seen the difference. You know, I was able to go from a city to a county school before.
Right.
You know, and I've seen the difference just specifically in lunches.
Yeah.
You know, having a choice of what you wanted to eat. I never knew that was even a thing. You know what I mean? Like
that, and I mean, like the overall quality of the education, also the curriculum itself.
For sure,
I literally
bro.
had my senior English teacher. I think I was doing my final writing report for him, you know, and one of the things he told me, you know, he was just like, look, you know, you write great for any inner city kid. You write awesome for an inner city kid. Any one of these kids, these surrounding grades in 10th grade could outright you right now. They could read on a higher level. They can write on a higher level than you. That's not your fault. It's just simply the curriculum. I mean, literally, that's what he's telling me. He's like, any of these county kids will blow you out the water.
Right. And you're absolutely right. Right. And the thing about it is they didn't even realize it. Right. That's what I learned, because not only is it going to be like that regardless, but we happen to go to one of the fucking middle schools out there where literally education was a joke. It was fun to go to school. It literally was fun because you did what the fuck you wanted all day long. I mean,
and education was not the first priority there. It was just controlling the kids.
I didn't do a lick of homework. I never did homework in middle school.
Bro, right? I don't know if you were part of the ones, but my 6th grade, I should not have even passed. That is 100% legit. I received my report card. So 6th grade year was the first year they lowered the passing percentage from 70 to 60.
60, yep.
I remember that because everyone was like, no, 70's passing, not 60. Aim for 7, whatever. So I get 6th grade, you know, we didn't even have an English teacher for half the year. That's one thing. But I remember getting my report card.
We had like
not
4 subs.
Yeah. And all of our classes, we literally didn't have one permanent teacher for the most part. But I mean, I got my report card and I had 58s throughout, but they were all scratched out and I was given 70s. Like literally handwritten, scratched out, 70 on my report card when I got it. I went to 7th grade that next year. Same thing happened that year. And I went on 8th grade.
Yeah, exactly. Never, ever.
And so not only do you have, you know, teachers not teaching, kids not getting education, kids going on to high school with, you know, not even a 5th grade reading level. We know
kids that couldn't read in there, right? And I also know another kid who missed over half the year. Came in, did no work, and still passed.
And that's the thing. Like the same thing happened in high school where, you know, 9th grade year, you know, passed me on. 10th grade year, passed me on. 11th grade year, passed me on. I get to 12th grade year, and they're like, well, in order to graduate, you just got to make up all this shit. The first time I find out that I got to do all this is in 12th grade year. So, I mean, like, I don't know. The shit is just fucking, it's so fucking out of whack, and people are so ready to.
I went to 9th grade, you know, I went to Tapsico for 9th grade. And when I got there, I remember going to every class and going, where the fuck? You know, this is not where we left off. This is not where we were left off at.
Yeah, I mean.
And I'd be like, you know, they were giving out homework and everybody's talking about doing it. And I'm just like, I literally thought you didn't have to do homework, Steve.
Yeah.
When I went to 9th grade.
Yeah, I know. You know, being one of those, you know, middle school students at that time. This is what, 2007. Yeah, 2007. Last 8th grade year. And also, when you're picking high schools, as one of these students, you know, I had very few choices I could pick from. Because I didn't have the entrance criteria for City College or Poly. And my local zone school was Patterson High School at the time. Patterson High School was by far the worst high school, well, not probably, well, on the east side at least, the worst high school you could possibly go to in that area. I mean, it's anyone who lives in Baltimore City knows about Patterson High School
Yeah.
and how bad it was. Literally, I knew kids in 8th grade that feared going to Patterson High School. So not only do you have the same students going to the same terribly run high school with no one giving a fuck, you just have that accumulation of kids where you just sent them to pretty much fail and get rid of, and not even and pretty much filter them out your good schools.
Just move them on
yeah,
until they
move
get
them
figured out there
on.
in
Either
society and
they
figure it
drop
out.
out, they fail out, don't graduate, and just don't get their high school diploma. It's just there's only a couple choices for these kids from that point on. People went to comparison and graduated and went on to go to college. Of course, I shouldn't say that, but still, it was terrible, terrible school.
Yeah,
Especially at that time. I don't know about nowadays. I think it's better nowadays.
Along with plenty more, and I don't know. There's definitely something broken in the school system. That's for sure. Regardless of anything, I just feel like elementary was something special, wasn't it?
That was golden.
You felt good. You felt good.
Cared about.
They cared about you there, right? Like that's really how it felt. Every teacher there made you feel like I want to teach you today. It was such a good feeling, and just having.
I remember 5th grade. She had the chart where whenever you did your homework, you got a star, and if you did it 5 days in a row, you got a prize at the end of the week. Yeah, get that prize at the end of the week. And then she had the same thing with absence. So just things like that to be encouraged. And we talked about before. I'm not sure if we talked about it on the show or not. How much of a slap in the face it was to go from elementary school to middle school. Literally, you're talking about the difference between night and goddamn day. It's
seriously,
just
bro.
Go there. Like the first day we step into middle school, 6th grade. What were we 11, 12?
Yeah.
See someone get stomped out and dip off with some handcuffs on them. What the hell?
Yeah, it's
wild.
What
shit is that? First month I've seen more fights than I ever have in my life. So
this is true.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's like literally going in being 18, going to prison. That type of feeling. People laugh when you say that. I try and tell people middle school was like a prison, dude. And literally there was bars on the walls, dude.
Oh man,
there was bars blocked the windows, bro.
I remember there was one time I was in
fire hazard.
6th grade. I used to go home with my friend JC, who was in 8th grade at the time. So we would take the school bus home, but the school bus stopped going as far as our house, so we'd get off and just walk the rest of the way. We get off our stop right there at Eastern, where it splits off into Hollyburg or whatever. So we get off right there. Bus pulls off. We're waiting for the next bus because we didn't feel like walking that day. Kid from the same school, literally in the same grade as him, just walks up, pulls a knife out on all of us. He's like, "All right, empty your pockets." And I was with the one guy, Nick, too. I was with Nick too that day. And we're all just sitting there, and I'm about to go in my pocket and give him this $5 bill I got. And the 8th grade Nick, he's just like, "Nah, Steve, chill out. It's cool. Don't even do that." And then the dude's just staring at us. Next thing he's like, he puts it away. He's like, "Y'all pretty hard." I respect you, and just dapped us all up and then walked off. True story.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, this is a fucking prison. What the hell? What type of shit is that? I was like, I've never had a knife pulled on me before. I'm 12? And they just danced me like, y'all go hard.
I don't know if you remember, but there was this one time that always sticks with me when we were in Spanish class down there in the basement. Basically a basement, you go down,
Got boiler room right there.
we remember we sat at that table that was next to the door.
Yeah.
You go right out to the bathroom and the steps.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but I don't want to say who it was. A friend of ours went to the bathroom and he comes back and he's just got his head down, sitting at the table. He's just got his head down. I'm like, what's up? Are you all right? It's like, I don't even want to say who it was, too, because people might not know, too.
Yeah,
exactly. It was two boys in the bathroom just banked me and made me do 100 push-ups. I'm just like, what? He's like, I remember he's like, yeah, I did 50. Then they're like, another 50. And I'm like, when he was doing another 50s, they put their foot on my back. And when I couldn't do it anymore, they banked them. I'm just like,
What the
What in
fuck?
the hell? Bro, I'm never going to the bathroom again, dude.
By yourself? Yeah,
No,
it was
not
a
even with
mistake.
people.
It was a mistake going by yourself. I mean, even with
The
people, it was
guy,
sketchy.
the
You
guy
gotta
he
get
said was in
bitchy.
that bathroom was the biggest kid that was
Oh my
one of the
God,
biggest
yeah.
kids in that school.
I remember something similar
It's
happened
like
to me.
there's like kids with their ankle bracelets, bro. They're like
Yeah,
17.
yeah, bro. It's like, yeah, just walking around this middle school,
8th grade, like
threatening me with knives and shit, robbing me.
16.
Like, man, I remember there was another one. It's like I'm just walking in the bathroom. Probably the same kid. I don't know. He's pretty big himself. It's like, salute me. I'm just like, he's like, salute me. We better be Jeffs. Like, bye. Just got the fuck out of there.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
like,
an easy one.
okay,
That's an easy one, right?
I'm out of here. Fuck that.
Oh
Like,
my god, Tantron.
I was like, well, I'm never using the bathroom ever again. Hey man, this is rough as shit. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck was? I mean, of course, we had our fun times because we didn't have to do shit.
Oh, it was so great. Once we
not
got
have
it,
to
once
do
we
shit.
once we garnered a tiny bit of respect,
Or a group and some smarts to not
Yeah,
get caught in some
and-
dumb shit.
Yeah, no one had to
You
stay
know?
out of the way of the.
You know?
You could feel it. It was like being in a prison yard.
It's
Yo.
like
It's like you could feel the energy.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, we had like 7 food fights.
Yo,
Yeah,
that was one rereason we could never go outside and have recess because either people would leave or people would just fight each other. You know, just get big ass fights going on.
Yeah.
It's like the prison yard. It's like I don't want to go out there. It's like, what do you mean? I don't want to fucking go out there.
This corner with the 4 people I know.
You know, it's like, you had bushes right there. Literally, you just go around the corner. No one would
Get
find you.
your
Just
ass
bang
beat.
somebody, real quick. It's like,
Yeah, I know you know the one kid that just got banked so many times. Remember him?
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
banked like 10 times, I want to say.
If we're thinking about the same kid, I mean,
The one that got banked by the twins.
yeah, we
He got
know.
banked like
We
10
know.
times, bro.
And like everyone was always like, "Why you talk so much shit?" And I was like, "Well, you gotta play that, or you're just gonna get bitched the whole time." He just played it too hard. I think, It's
like I remember one time that was real bad where he just like
but he
this guy-
wasn't.
this guy was driving on a bus and he just called them out.
Yeah,
And the guy got off the bus and beat his ass. And
Yeah,
then he
no
ended up
one-
getting banked.
yeah.
And I'm just like, come
yeah,
on, bro, you already
he-
been banked 5 times.
Yeah, and he just kept. It would keep going though.
Yeah,
Just
I
like
don't even know. You probably shouldn't be walking
gotta-
no more.
I
There ain't a
gotta-
teacher that steps
I
up.
gotta,
Like,
I gotta give it to him though because he was just like, "Nah, yeah, yo, fuck," that," But then again, it was like, well,
I've got such a funny
you
story.
gotta
with
take
that
one or
kid,
two
right?
of those and just.
I would tell you the funniest story. I'm not even proud of it. It's just such a stupid story. But one day I'm walking home, and that kid's walking, was walking, and then I'm walking with my friend home. He just comes up because he knows my friend.
Yeah.
Like, them two are cool. So they're all talking. And somehow, bro, he started getting like crazy disrespectful, bro. And I spit on him.
Oh man,
Bro, I
Yeah.
spit on his chest.
We're just talking to you.
Yeah. Like he's just
yeah.
like talking down to me, yo. And I'm just like the only thing I can really think of. And he just hocks back and spits on my chest. And we never end up fighting.
It's like-
And we're just both just like you know what I mean, doing nothing. It was just spit on each other. It was so weird.
It's like, I mean, that was a wild fucking school.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just funny thinking about that moment, but then you remember like in elementary when like I did fight that kid. It's that same kid. He's always had some problem with like he didn't know how to stay out of the way.
yeah,
I don't know if you remember, but it was like he was picking on that little ass kid.
yeah. I mean, there was
He was a bully.
he definitely had it coming for the most part,
Yeah.
And
But he
now that
also
I'm
was
sure,
like-
now that I'm
he
sure,
also
we're-
was like an immigrant. I think he was like
yeah, no, he was
African or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, so I'm not. I mean,
He
to be honest,
spoke
I don't
English
remember.
fine.
I don't remember
but he was
how it
just
all
like-
got started.
He
I really don't.
I feel like it was like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
feel like it was when them twins beat him up. Like
That
after
was
that,
eighth. That was eighth grade though. I mean,
Was
that
it? I
was
thought that
seventh.
was
That was
seventh.
seventh. You're right. You're
and then
right.
I
You're
thought after
seventh.
that they're just like,
Because we had
yeah, you're.
I remember we had that one algebra teacher. That was. I mean, that was
Yeah.
that was the one. That was the same grade that I had an algebra teacher hit me, yo. And that same algebra
He hit
teacher.
you?
No, it was she. It was
What?
Miss BS. You know her name.
Okay,
Miss
I got
B
you.
and Miss BS hyphen
Yeah.
S. I remember I was just. I mean, of course I was a bad kid. I was that was the one class that was like generally good, but I sat with someone and we would just goof off. I think it was Mike G or whatever. Someone. I remember I was like kind of like flexing the protractor, and it cracked and broke. And she was just like, on my shoulder. I'm just like,
She punched you,
yeah.
bro?
I'm just like,
hard.
it wasn't hard, but it was like you could tell she lost her shit though. It was just like it was hard enough though. And you're just
Like
like,
on the back. Where was it at?
it was on the shoulder. It was on the shoulder.
Right
I'm just like,
here.
yeah. I'm just
What'd
like,
you do?
I just remember kind of like laughing it off, because it was kind of like also kind of like shock. And then, I mean, like I thought on it for a while. I was like, do I do something about this? And I was just like, nah. It's like
It's funny
not really
because she's
worth
been bitched by
it.
so many students.
Yep.
And then she just finally was like, I'm gonna punch this Asian
And I
kid
was
in the
just,
shoulder.
I was just another little shit that just kind of like got on her nerves, and it was just the last straw type of thing where she was just like, I was like, oh shit. It's like
It's so funny thinking about those people though, man. You see these people in like middle school, people, and then you see them as adults now.
oh man, that's the funny thing.
And it's funny how many times you're like seen that one coming.
Yeah.
Like you can tell kind of who was fucked up.
Actually, I remember I had one of them I knew in middle school. I remember 8th grade, like in the last couple months, like him and some other dude like robbed me. Like they just held me down, like broke like right in my pockets real quick and dipped off. I remember he got transferred to my school in 10th grade. I remember recognizing him. He recognized me. And he's like, what's up, man? I'm just like, what's up? And he was just like, yeah, man, I know what I did. Wasn't cool, yo. I ended up being pretty. I ended up being kind of cool with them, after, throughout the year. We actually got pretty close, but I mean, it was just like
it's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, I mean, it is. I mean, it's 8th grade.
So how many times in your life total have you been robbed?
Have
you been robbed 10 times?
I've been robbed 10 times, yeah, throughout my life. Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I'm counting from like middle school, probably got robbed like 3 or 4 times throughout the whole middle school life.
So what's your estimate? Like 12 times?
Maybe roughly something like that. Yeah. I mean, like if I'm counting them as an adult, I have at least 4 or 5 of those as an adult. So it just sucks. I mean, people just get you. I mean, like there was a string of times where I got like 3 times for 3 years, once a year in a row. Like, I'm working raw sushi. I'm leaving there late as shit, 2:00. Going to the garage, get robbed in the alleyway. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like,
how'd that one go down? I love hearing them.
I mean, I'm walking in the alleyway to go to the garage. Like, there's another side door. It's a shortcut. Just go through the alleyway real quick. And it's in Fells. So it's like right there next to, so I'm like, it's well lit. It's whatever. Next thing you know, it's like, as soon as I hit that corner, I just got 2 dudes on me with a knife, just like, give us your shit. It's like, all right, I know the drill. I know that. I get it. I have shit on me. They took the little bit of cash I had on me. It was like $80 in tips from the night. I got cash tips, and then they took my phone. It was like a $40 phone. So it was like
piece of shit.
Exactly. Just like little, and I was just like, whatever.
Rob the manager.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they see me coming out. They know I got cash on me.
Easy target.
You get cashed out in tips. They know you got cash.
I'm surprised. I mean,
you call the cops. And you tell them they took $80 on my phone. They don't care.
Yeah.
So it's like they knew they were going to easily get away with a little bit of cash at night.
You're lucky, and I'm surprised.
Yeah.
That nothing has ever happened to you. And
exactly.
Roughly 12 times, you pretty much just always kick it out.
I mean, it's like
it's just funny. It's
majority of those, I was either outnumbered or I had weapons on me. I mean, it's like if one guy comes up unarmed, he's like, "Give me your shit, yo." Well, we're gonna scrap that. It's like, but the knife, it's like I don't want to risk it for $80. I got 500 on me. We might have to fight, but
or try and
get away. Exactly. But I mean, a lot of times personally, it was like I just got caught lacking. I should know better.
Like you were there the time we got robbed playing ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that time.
Rob, I'm ball. I don't think so. By
playing basketball in Joseph Lee?
I've gotten yeah. I mean, but I've had one of those myself, so I'm like, I'm like, maybe we should not ball at Joseph Lee.
I'd be terrorized if I was you, bro.
I mean, it's just.
I know. I thought I got. I've been got like 3 or 4 times
throughout your life. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I like to think I'm pretty good at avoiding this. Not saying that you aren't. But like, I like to think I'm pretty good of like, I'll go out of my way to avoid.
Well, I mean, a lot of times for me, it's felt like I've always got like in the places where I shouldn't have. You know what I mean? Like I got here in Eastwood one time. I left Jeff's house one night. I got walking to my car. You know, it's like
No way.
yeah.
Bro.
This is a while ago. This is like 4 years ago. I like just got my car. So
what?
yeah, exactly. You know,
Somebody ran up on you
yeah. I
from
was like,
Jeff to your car.
yeah. Well, I mean, I parked like around the corner. It was like a far, you know. So it wasn't like I just walked around front Jeff's house and got robbed. You know,
What, they just ran
I
up, knives?
I had to walk down to the one street we there. What's that street called? But pretty much it's at the bottom. It's where the park is.
Yeah.
You go down that side, close to where like Tom lives. You know, I had to park there. So I'm walking. I just walk around. Same thing. You know, 2 guys, 1 knife. And it's just like, I know the drill. I didn't have anything on me though. You know, I had like $40. You know, just like.
I wish we could do some video editing.
And
bro.
then
I
I
do like
stopped.
cartoon sketch. I want to do like cartoon sketches of every robbery, and you just describing it.
Well, I mean, so pretty much since that string of years, the 3 years I had, I was just like, I don't carry cash on me. I don't carry cash on me. I don't leave anything in my car.
As much as you get robbed, you might just want to have a 20 on you, just to be like, I got 20 on me, dude.
Just that 20 get robbed.
Just
you know?
take it, because if you don't got cash, who knows? That might be the time something happens to you. Just like, you got nothing.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's like, man, just keep pointing on me in case I get robbed. This sounds good.
Bend over.
Let me make sure I got
Get
20
over.
on me.
Bend over on your car right now.
I'm about to
pull your pants down.
I'm about to walk up to my buddy's house. Let me make sure I got that 20 on me real quick. You never know. It's like that fucking sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, but at this point,
got some cheap insurance though.
You've been robbed 12, 13 times.
Yeah, I've got a good streak going on now, though. I think it's probably been. I mean, since that time,
you've been robbed almost every other year
that
of
time,
your life.
Well, since that time, I've been since like 21. It's been good, you know. So
there was probably a year where you got robbed like 3 times.
Well, like I said, it wasn't 3 times in 1 year. It was 3 times in 3 years. So it was like once a year. Yeah, it was like when it came up, it's like, oh, my annual robbing. Okay, it's like,
so we got out the way this year.
I've saved money for this time though. So it's like, hey, I know I'm about to take an L. So
only
$40.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, it's probably like change from getting, some weed or some shit. I don't know, Just always times I've had a little bit of money on me. The times I usually get robbed. It's like, I think someone set me up. I think one of my buddies knows. Yeah. It's like, oh, I got a little bit of cash. Let me send my boy around the block. Exactly.
He's a pacifist.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully, never have seen a gun yet. Never seen a gun yet. It's always just been a knife. Never had a gun pulled on me. That's something different. Yeah,
but I don't like the time we got in that basketball court. I don't know if you were there or not, but
you left. There was a house party up there, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't there at night.
Yeah, it was just it was so sketchy, and you're just
who
all
was
like,
it? That was Southern Bud, and they were like, they pulled it out. Who was it? I remember the story. Someone told me it was like
that was good old
night. It was you tell. Yeah,
that was
he was pulling all his butt out while he's
literally like, pick one, bro.
Hit sales, man.
With a squad of motherfuckers.
You don't know.
That were trying to get us to play dice with him. And Neby's like, I'll play. Goes over there and loses a quick 5, comes back. I'm just like, what are you doing, bro? Then we're walking outside.
He doesn't
know. He got 20. He's like, pick one. He pulls out like 12 bags, yo. I'm just like, Neby, what are you doing, dog? And we're like, let's play basketball.
Not smart.
I'm like, yo, I don't think we should play basketball right now. Like, I swear, anybody that was there knows, like, how many times I said.
I'm not sure why they played basketball, to be honest.
Bro.
I'm thinking the same thing. Like,
Dog, I didn't play a lick. I'm literally underneath of the rim. I'm underneath of the rim like, we should not be here. I'm like, why wouldn't they come back and get that?
Exactly.
Like, all of them know how many times I said it. Like, we should go. I still hate myself for not just running away.
Yourself, yeah.
Just running away, seriously. But then I'm like, my friends, But literally, we're sitting there watching. I'm like, let's go. Look at every fucking entrance, yo. 3 or 4 people coming in with knives, yo. It's like 9 of them total, and they all got knives. Literally, and they're just coming through. And we're like, what the fuck, bro? And there's like to that right, where like that one opening by the hill.
Yeah.
But that leads to the woods.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's the only way to run.
There wasn't a path back there.
Exactly, bro. The only way to run was into the woods. And there's 9 people with knives. You know what I mean? You're like, that don't seem like a good idea neither. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like, oh,
they're gonna, they're probably gonna catch us. At least one of us. They can do whatever back there, and nobody will see. I remember they just came up, and it came up like everybody kicking it out. God, they got Nebby for his. Nebby got it the worst, thankfully.
Yeah,
They got
he
Nebby for his phone and his grass, and I remember like when they came over to
took
me,
the
like
cash, yeah.
I had like I think it was like $22 in my phone. That was like and my grass, but my grass was like in my back pocket.
Yeah.
I just had my phone and like $22, and then he came up. I just grabbed the $22. I was like, here, same thing. You know what I mean? You're like, way too many knives.
Yeah,
Here you go.
exactly.
And he came over here and he patted my other pocket and he hit my phone. I just looked at him. I was like, and I just gave him that look like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, come on. And he just kept going. And he
Yeah.
went and took Nevy's phone. And I always just remember that.
So,
I'm like,
I'd be the dude. I'm sitting. I'm like, cool guy.
yeah, it's like, nice, man.
I dab you up right now.
But that was just like the worst situation, bro. Where you're just like, you felt like you were gonna die.
Bro,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like you're just like, bro. Everybody had a knife. It's like all of you. Everyone brought a knife tonight.
Yeah.
Well, someone was planning on a robbery, and we
Yeah.
just brought your victims.
There we
You
go.
know
We
what
brought
I
him
mean?
here. Nebby served up his
It was
weed on a
so
platter.
stupid.
That's
It was
man,
the stupidest shit I ever seen, bro.
and-
He had them all in the bag. He's like, pick one, bro. He showed them all of his bags. They're like, obviously, they're just trying to see how much grass you got on you.
exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Probably live in a neighborhood.
I told you my
probably live in a
story.
neighborhood like he's selling in
I
our
told you my
neighborhood,
same
know what I mean?
robbery
Come
story.
on.
That's exactly how they got me.
Exactly.
You know what I
like,
mean?
come
They're
on.
like, hey, you got an ounce? Oh, you got an ounce? Oh, wait, what else you got? And it's just like,
Gotta send out that feeler information,
yeah,
it's like asking your shoe size.
shit was the worst. But
They don't answer those. But I mean, you live and you learn, and you kind of hope it doesn't happen again. I mean, but a lot of times when I think about it, when we were younger, I mean, we always kind of put ourselves in pretty sketchy situations, whether it be drinking, balling furt at night, all at the court, shit.
Pretty good numbers.
That's probably the one thing that always helped. Having a couple people having
Yeah.
a good amount of numbers, yeah. And usually you probably had everyone that you knew in the neighborhood, really, But it's like, there were a couple times where it was like, being younger, and it was like, got grown men robbing me as a kid. And it's like, you're 30? It's like, you're like 30 years old? Like, you're robbing what? Like, I'm 15. Like, I remember there was the one time we had,
But at the same
off-
time, 15-year-olds rob 30-year-old men.
yeah, I guess so. But I mean, that's also different, than
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
going to
but-
robbing kids,
Look at
remember-
the vigilante.
I remember,
he got robbed by a 15-year-old. He's like,
being younger,
being
being
with teams.
15, at the time you'd buy some mid for $25-$30. So I mean, not even nothing crazy. Remember, pulled up, we all pitched in. We're about to buy some weed off this dude, about to get a cue. Buddy comes back. He's like, yeah, man, they got the good shit. Straight up grass. There's the bag in the back looking at it. It's straight up grass.
I remember that.
There's some grass out of a goddamn fucking field that this dude just served us for 25. And this guy was like 40. He was old.
Yeah.
Taking off
I
50-year-old
remember the
kids for
picture.
25.
There's a picture of it.
I got it. It's my
Yeah.
picture.
And literally, it's just grass. It's like he literally just grabbed
Oh,
a
it was some
handful of
some
grass.
fresh grass. I mean, like literally,
Right, he didn't say gas.
he straight up picked that on the way and
Yeah.
bagged it up.
He's like, "Here, let me get this. Here, and then he said he's get off fast. as
My
shit,
initial
so-
reation when I got it, I was like, "This is pretty thick and heavy." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I turn around to the hole. It's some goddamn grass." I'm sure some people will even know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, you got this grown ass man. He's taking off, scamming a kid out of $25. I just want to smoke some pot. and listen to the Kid Cudi at the time.
$25. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't
If I
like
had like $300,
it wasn't like we were dumb kids, and we were, haggling you on a pound, and we were like, you're like 700, and we're like 250, or some shit, or some, something dumb,
That was so good. That's like the perfect voice.
Not like we were doing some crazy disrespectful shit like that or something, And he was someone that usually would serve us and give us some weed. That was the weirder thing, you know. He would typically serve us, and it was just like, oh, never again. We'd bring you 25 a fucking day if you didn't pull that
Right.
bullshit, you know. Come
Fucking
on.
up your own connect.
Exactly. Come on, you know.
Your own sale.
And then we would, whenever people wanted shit, we'd be like, oh, yeah, I know somebody. We're sending you money. It's like, whatever, fuck out of here. So
You learn some business from the drug trade, you know. And
economics, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up.
that's definitely something you learn. First of all, is verify your product before
Exactly.
you hand over the cash. But I also remember a time like when everybody was selling, you know, some weight, and there was a specific guy. Can't put names out for everything, you know. But a specific guy who was like, "Yo, I ain't selling." I remember he was like, "Yo, I ain't selling no weight."
His name was Roger. He lived at 3250.
He's like, "Yo, I'm only selling
Yeah.
nicks. That's all I'm selling. Nicks in the mid." And I swear this guy was selling the most weed for a little second. You know, until he basically couldn't provide enough nicks. Because he's like, dude, like 7 nicks for 20. You know, and they're like 0.8.
And it's like, at that point, you're just selling an eighth. So you're just selling an eighth at this point,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like, what are you doing? It's not like you were selling these nicks for, you know, straight up. This is how much it is.
$5,
$5,
yeah.
exactly. You were just like, I'll give you a deal.
But he was definitely making money still. Just because usually you would be like, let me get an ounce. You know what I mean? Even if you said, let me get a Q, like
Right.
if he sells a Q in Nicks, he still made more money.
Yeah.
And now you can't get that ounce. You just got to buy another Q in Nicks.
That's I remember it was this last time we were talking about the guns where, you know, it's like, not even looking for a goddamn gun. Not even looking for crack or heroin or anything. Going to go buy from a normal drug dealer. He's a year younger than I am, this drug dealer. Go in the house, and he shows me his little Carmex container where he had the lip gloss on top. And it was removable. It was like frozen or some shit, removable, and had the fucking crack, like 10 bags of crack rock underneath. And I'm just like, I'm 16. I'm just like, I just want to buy some weed, dude. Like, it just didn't make no fucking sense coming across shit like this. You know, especially where we live growing up, even if it was in a small corner of Baltimore. I mean, it's just like, how am I finding crack?
Yeah, I remember. I remember like a close friend of mine, bro. Go to his house down Greek. Go to his house and like right above his bed, it's got this wood piece. He slides out. It's like an old school fucking like, not a SKS, but like you remember in World at War, it was like a SKS. Like it was not the M1 carbine, but the other one, the German one.
I'm trying to think. I can't think of it.
It was like it's like called like a SRS or some shit like that, man.
Yeah.
But it's like basically like this fucking like 25 shot fucking rifle. And I'm just like, how did you even come to this purchase? You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
man.
Like, who was selling this? You know, like I understand handguns. Handguns always make sense to me.
Right.
And then maybe like Uzis, you know, shit like that. But when you're like,
Little machine pistol.
send me on a rifle.
Fucking blow a fucking hole in your ass like that. It's like, what the fuck? You know?
Are you gonna scope someone, bro?
Just go up and just hit fire. Just do.
Literally, 2 of them.
It's gonna jam.
There was another shooting, wasn't there?
What, another shooting like
at a food festival?
Yeah, the mass shooting over. It was
I didn't hear
the
about
Gilroy
the
Garlic Festival. I think so far 3 are dead and 11 hurt. Something
I know it's
along
not
the
good
deal.
to say, but
But
that's honestly not bad.
But
for being at a festival.
Yeah, and they believe he had an accomplice that they're looking for. I don't know the whole story because I haven't
Anybody dead's horrible.
I didn't look too much into it. I try and give it some time because for one,
it's always numbers bouncing around and shit.
Well, that and I mean, usually I don't like to read too much into it to start with. That's usually when it's like the most political, typically.
Yeah,
you know?
You're right.
It's usually the most political. Yeah, exactly.
Guns fought.
And like usually, like a week later, they'll be like, "All right, this is all we know about this shooting, or whatever." And then I usually try to check in.
Video comes out.
Yeah. I mean, the first name to be released was that 6-year-old boy. I think his name was like Stephen Ambrosia.
6-year-old dude.
6-year-old. Yeah, he was one of the first victims named. It was like Stephen Ambrosia or something. And yeah, it was a 6-year-old that passed away. He was one of the 3 victims from the shooting.
Oh man, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
they
they shot. Apparently, well, from what I understand, with the police response, they responded within 1 minute. And within, I think, 2 to 3 minutes, the shooter was down. So, I mean,
good
response time. Yeah, good.
Well,
good
he did it at a
response time.
festival, so they must have came right at it.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, they probably already had a good amount of units in the area,
Yeah.
So, but I mean, still, it's like,
Still, great job.
yeah,
Great
exactly,
job
coming
for
in to try and
sure.
stop it, yeah. And
Incredible,
another thing you
bro.
always hear about a couple of days later is like you'll be like, it's like the hero of the shooting where it's
Yeah.
like he shielded his wife and kid and died in the
Ooh,
process,
drive-by away. I
Yeah,
wonder what gun he was using.
I remember there was a video that circulated a while after the Las Vegas shooting. It was one video I didn't see covered too much, but it was actually like kind of cool. Like the one dude, like it was one guy in all the panic, and he just stand there. And he's just like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah, and remember everybody.
Fuck you!
Remember everybody was yelling at him. No,
Yeah,
everybody
like,
around
everyone's
him was like, "Get the
out!"
fuck down!"
He's like, "Fuck yeah!" He's like looking
Yeah.
around, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, which is
Like,
okay. I get what you're saying, but
dude, just
if you really want to do that, then like go to the middle and do circles.
yeah,
If you're really like that,
I was just,
you get what I'm saying though. Like, why are you bringing all them other people into that?
yeah, exactly. Just
Like
go,
that's not what I'm
go
doing.
away. Get out of here.
Like I'm not even saying like I'm no fucking Bruce Willis hero or nothing like that, but like all I think is threat, neutralized threat, So I would try and help the best that I can. Obviously,
Right.
I'm gonna get my friends and family out of the way of danger, and try to help as many people as I can. But like, I like to think like if you could figure out like, okay, we're out there, and you see fire coming from that hotel. Like, all right, well, I'm not gonna go call the police. You know what I mean? I'm going to that hotel, dog. It's crazy. I mean, I know it sounds stupid and dumb, you know what I mean? But I'm like, I come up to you, you're a stranger, you know what I mean? I'm like, look, fire's coming from the hotel. Like, I know it sounds movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel
Well,
like
that
that's a thing, right?
That was one of the problems that they couldn't identify where it was coming from.
Right, but say like I just see it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm looking personally as a
Right.
citizen.
Right.
Like I'm trying to find it. I got my family and my friends safe, and we're just like, all right, you guys get back there. I'll be right back. You know what I mean? And just try to like figure it out. Not be a hero, not try to
Yeah.
do nothing crazy, but like if the opportunity presents itself, you go, all right, he's right there. All right, now I'm gonna grab somebody else. Hey, you see him shooting right there. Now we try and get like 5 or 6 people.
Yeah.
And then go towards the hotel. Like I know it's not the best idea, but then maybe you see a cop. You're like, look. He's obviously on the 8th floor. You could show, trying to get it done.
Yeah, exactly. I like to think I'm one of those people too, but I never say it because you never know until the situation arises. It's like I just like to be the person that wants it confirmed before I'm like, oh, I'll go do this and I'll go do that. But I'm not 100% sure what I'll do. I have an idea of what I would do, and I would try and help the best way that I can, of course. But I don't know. I don't know until some type of situation like that happens.
I feel like if I was there with you and I was like, Steve, I need you. And you're like, yo, let's go do this. You know what I mean? Like we could get it going,
You got a gun? It's like...
I was thinking about like stealing a gun, like as crazy as it sounds. Like if I've seen a shooter, shooter's on the 8th floor, and I got a good feel for it, I'm telling the cops, they ain't listening.
Give me that.
No, because I mean, yeah. I just picture grabbing it. I just clock him with the pistol.
And you watch him get dropped, and it's like you
As I'm
tackle
walking away or some shit.
guys get tackled by other cops who are just like, get him.
No, I just picture like I grab the gun and I just book in the hotel, like I come in through the back in the garage or something, And I go up there 8th floor. I'm just like.
You just shoot him. You're just like you're walking out of the room as you sneak up on him and shoot him. Walk out of the room to police. You throw him the gun. You're just like, you're welcome. You're welcome.
And they're just like, you're free to go.
Toss him the gun. There you go.
They wipe it.
Yeah.
And police officer grabs it.
You just don't know how your body reacts to that type of adrenaline rush that I'm sure you get from shooting.
I've always tried to explain, like, I don't know. I've never been in a situation like that intense. But I always try to explain to you, like, I'm a very revengeful person, bro. So I feel like if you started just opening fire,
it's like,
on
fuck you, buddy,
bro. Like on my family and friends, like
I'm gonna kill you.
It's time for you to die, bro. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna do what I can. If obviously if I can't do it myself, I'm gonna try and show police units or somebody like, look, I'm gonna try and solve the problem. Is what I'm saying. Not fucking stampede over someone.
Exactly. I like to think I'm the type of person to try and help other people get out. It's like, come on this way, get out of there, come on.
Yeah, or somebody's hurt.
Or you see someone's like safe, but they're paralyzed with fear. You just gotta go up and grab them. Come on.
Oh, especially kids or something. You feel a kid on your shoulder.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like the movies.
Or
It's just like the
you
movies,
see,
right?
You see both standing close. You just go over them, just like, I got you, kid.
You take one.
Blood's coming down your mouth a little bit. You're just like, stay strong, kid. Somehow.
You always picture like, you gotta go without me.
Yeah,
That's always the intense moment.
Yeah, exactly. You're putting fire back on. I'm telling you, go.
Go. It's like
And now we're going straight movie.
Yeah, but like that's what we talked about before. Of like what people think of like when you sign up for the army, like you want that. Like that's a good feeling. It's like being a hero.
Yeah,
obviously no one wants to die.
Exactly. But you wanna be that person in the situation, to go in, earn that Medal of Honor or whatever. I mean, of course, soldiers don't think about that when they're doing their actions.
What completely was that Reddit thing that you tagged me in with Chapman?
With
Chapman's name? The Medal of Honor thing that was filmed. Was that the guy you? It was like it said that it was the guy that wrote a book on it.
It was. I think it was either the commanding officer or one of his closest friends in that unit or someone that was with him that day. I forgot who it was. It was another Medal of Honor recipient. I believe so as well. I don't remember now. It was so long ago. I'm not sure what exactly it was.
Wasn't that long ago?
I think it was a quote that he was saying about John Chapman or whatever.
Well, no, because I went on there and I was reading things and like people were asking him questions. He
knew
someone that was.
It was
he wrote a book about it.
Yeah, it was the AMA where it's Ask Me Anything, where they hold pretty much an interview on Reddit.
Yeah,
and they were asking him questions and he responded to it.
Yeah, and there's like one question where the guy was like, "Did they know they were leaving?" I believe his name's Chapman, right?
Yeah.
Did they know they were leaving Chapman when they went back down the hill? And the guy just writes back like, it's a sad truth, but they knew exactly what they were doing. And sometimes you have to do that. Nobody knew that he was going to still be alive. You know? And I was like, that fucking sucks, bro. You imagine being left?
Yeah, you go.
Being left, Steve.
Yeah.
You're still alive, bro. You're looking at people for help. And they turn the other way and run away in like some foreign fucking country, bro.
I mean, but for them to do that, they had to be under crazy amounts of gunfire. Yeah, but you can't see the gunfire, or the amount of shots were getting shot at them.
Right,
you know what I mean?
How close they were.
Exactly. I mean, like it was definitely a tough read to see all what was going on. I had to watch it a couple of times to see what was going on.
What I seen, from what I remember, the commanding officer never got shot. Nobody else ever got hit.
It was just him.
I believe so.
Yeah, but he was also the one that stormed the bunker.
2 bunkers.
Yeah, he stormed both of them.
Yeah.
And he was the first one to do both of them. So,
yeah, but that's like the weird part of like what we're saying, where he's like he got hit. They said he got he was fighting with the commander, bunker 1 to bunker 2, and then he got hit.
Yeah,
and he was down for like 12 minutes.
Yeah, twice in the chest, I think he got hit twice.
Crazy.
Yeah, he was just.
Then
out.
That's when they decided to leave.
Yeah, they
retreated. He popped back up. That's why that video is crazy.
Like, exactly.
Thermal that.
And you see him.
You see him get back up.
Yeah.
And then he just goes and storms his.
And he just like shooting, he's fighting hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah. Well, that's why he takes a second bunker. Then he's like, I guess he's out of ammo or something.
Yeah.
He's fighting, gets
helicopter
another
gets
weapon.
Shot down.
They said at that point, he had 12 shots in him.
Yeah. And then the helicopter gets shot down and it's just shooting everywhere in every direction.
Basically right there he had the choice to try and run to that squadron that just landed, which would have been his last chance of survival, or to go the opposite way right there in the middle and just kind of let them all focus on him while the squad could get it together.
Yeah, I believe they still retrieved his body. I think I'm sure they retrieved it off the mountain.
But I'm sure right there, he knows I'm dead. He knows his body's just
even if he was to get back with the squad.
Yeah, he's just you could see.
He was what? He was probably dead 2 minutes before he actually hit the ground.
Yeah,
that type of deal where it was just literally brain, adrenaline.
Yeah, you're last up, straight up.
And at one point, it hits the point where you just have too little blood. And
that boy did a straight up movie scene, bro.
Yeah,
on that fucking camera. And everybody, go look up the first Medal of Honor recipient ever recorded.
Yeah.
And that guy's badass. R.I.P. to him. But at that end, he just goes out there right in the fucking middle of that field like a fucking movie character, bro. Shooting in a 360, They just light him up.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's just like, what in the fuck, bro? That is the guy that you want, because it's not like he was acting chaotic. Like if you watch the video, they didn't know
and
that
I'm
they
sure-
were up there on them like
I'm
that.
sure the last thing he was thinking about was his survival or himself that day, or it was more so about his team.
Right, but I don't even think that they thought like they were going to have, like they knew that enemies were up there, but they didn't think that like right where they were at, they were about to have to engage.
Exactly.
Because
yeah.
there's all three of them are to the right, and Chapman's over on that left. And he's kind of just watching that way. And then basically bunker 1 opens fire.
Yeah.
And then they start getting fire from across, not even a bunker or
yeah.
somewhere else.
They're getting shot from every
They're
direction.
getting shot
pretty
from
much,
there.
yeah.
So then you can't just sit there. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
So he goes charge bunker, which
Yeah,
I think anybody would have
Because the bunker was over top the left side of the flank of his whole squad right there.
Exactly.
So,
They were dead in seconds if he
Yeah.
didn't storm that bunker.
Yeah.
For sure. They would have had even if they didn't have big machine guns, they would
they
have
would have had the high ground,
high
easy
ground,
shots.
and they had no cover. They
Yeah.
had no cover.
He
there.
had to storm the high ground and enter this bunker.
Right. And right there,
Take it.
you're thinking, clear that. Now, looking back on it, the best you can, I'm not trying to say what he should have did. He went hard, but right there, you're thinking, clear that bunker out, right? And then maybe lay out some smokes real quick so your guys can get up there and regroup up there.
Yeah.
Instead, it might, like you said,
Well,
we
we're
don't know
also
where
not
the bullets.
sure.
We don't know about the bullets,
That,
right?
and we're also not sure at what point in the fight this was. He could have been smoked out already, where it was like, they kept moving and moving and moving. Didn't have any smokes on them,
Yeah,
They were just
that's true.
Smoke over here once, and then they're firing
Yeah,
from over there now.
somebody got some
Smoke
smoke.
over there. They're shooting from over there now. Smoke over there. Now
So
they're
he
shooting
might
behind us.
might have got in that first bunker
You never
and then
know.
might have tried to regroup with his boys, and
Yeah.
cover them. Then as soon as he looks at them, they're getting fired on. Who's
There's
getting
another
fired from?
bunker.
Bunker 2.
Yeah.
Got a storm. It
Yeah.
might have just been like that simple, And
Yeah.
he's like, I ain't got time to wait for nobody.
Well, he
gonna
went
chop them
out.
up.
He went out, and his team moved up, and eventually,
No,
that's right.
The
Yeah,
two
you're
guys
right. You're right.
stayed
You're right.
low.
Yeah.
Only his captain went back up there. His captain went hard too.
Yeah, he
Because he was like, I'm not. He could have went right back with them other two guys and fell back down that mountain and went, Chapman's crazy.
Yeah.
Instead, he did go up there
He
and was
was with
fighting
him,
with
yeah.
that boy in
And
bunker
eventually
2
had to retreat. Yeah.
for a
fast.
while. Well, once
Yeah.
Chapman went down,
Yeah.
then he's like,
Didn't
okay,
leave him. Yeah.
I got to do what I got to do. I guess
You can't take him back. Yeah.
It seemed like some zombie shit happened.
Yeah. It was. He just pops back up.
Yeah,
Starts shooting, and it has the mind to be like, all right, combat.
Tyson Fury
Shoot.
shit.
It's just like, what the fuck?
Fight. Oh yeah, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was killing.
Earn those Medal of Honor.
Oh yeah, that's
Medal
right.
of
I was
Honor.
taking souls.
Yes.
Like what the fuck, bro? Man.
What are we even doing on this mountain?
Like I always said, like I feel like it'd be easy for me to go into kill mode. Like I love people. I don't ever wanna.
When you're trying to live.
I don't even fuck with guns.
When you're trying to live.
For me, it's just strictly revenge. That's I'm a fan of
Oh, you're
revenge.
shooting at me?
I exactly because I know I don't do wrong to others. So I'm
Yeah.
like, when you do something wrong, bro, I want it to be checked.
You're like,
know?
okay. Just starts taking them out. Like, I mean, those combat videos are something, It's crazy because, like, I would think that helmet cameras, especially personal helmet cameras, in an active war zone for the U.S. would be illegal, but people upload their videos all day. People upload their own
Yeah.
combat videos
Yeah,
all
certain
day. Like, you
people
would think
do.
it'd be like, oh, you can't do that.
See,
What?
I would think that they would
You
all
know?
get a head cam, and then you would deem certain ones classified and certain ones that could go out there, like for
Yes,
promotional.
either something like that.
That's
But
what I would
like I thought it'd be like a government mandated, like everyone wears helmet cams or some shit. But no, some people just have their own, and it's be putting their videos up on YouTube. And some of those videos are literally insane. I remember there was the one. You're not even like when you really watch these videos. I'm not sure how they identify where they're getting shot from. Like they're literally pointing their helmet cam at the people they're shooting, but you see nobody. And you're just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like,
think you go
I
back
mean, the
to
scopes,
Rome.
of course, would help, but I mean,
I think it's like
man.
it's that mushroom effect, like when you hear a shot go by you, you just go into that spidey sense. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like it happens. Like you just straight up.
That's Spidey.
All them senses activate, and you're just like almost can hear, like it's just like you're in survival, dog, like a gazelle hearing a lion ran.
You're just able to identify that shit. But yeah, I mean, I guess so. But I mean, that shit's literally insane to watch. Just to watch them identify targets that I can't even see with my own eyes.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're all of them. Are also, they're also active. Like they're calm. They've been through this before. They're just, doing their day-to-day things right
Yeah,
now.
like were
They're
you seeing that
combat.
video of the guy that was running on the mountain and he's just taking bullets the whole way? Remember we
Yeah,
watched that?
yeah,
That
yeah.
guy was pretty calm.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
until he took a couple hits. And he was just
Yeah.
like,
Then
I
he was
remember,
freaking out.
because
But
the one that got me was like when he had his gun and he got shot in the gun. And he was just like,
yeah, you're right.
"Help! I'm over here." And at that point, it was just like, damn, man.
And like you never know. I'm looking for everything from
he's got
from the
80 pounds of
outside
gear
looking
on
in.
and shit.
But I was thinking on that one, I'm like, I might just throw myself down this mountain, bro.
Just roll.
Just get to the bottom. Just get to the bottom, and then I'll try and figure it out down there. You know what I mean? On the
Yeah.
opposite side.
Yeah.
Because like he's running like this. It looks like the fire's coming somewhere over there.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the line. So I'm thinking like I
Yeah,
would
it
have
seems
ran.
like his boys are right there.
Yeah, so just run to that little top edge that he had, and just throw myself to the other side and try to get out of sight's view.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I can think.
That shit was wild because even before he got hit, he's running across the mountain. You see him hitting the rocks and shit, and he just like, you know, because I'm sure like you got shrapnel hitting you, you're just like, not even like probably like impaling you or anything, but you're probably feeling something, you know, either the rock or something. You're just like, oh shit, it makes it really real. That was close. Oh fuck.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's,
I remember like I was listening to this one guy talk before. I always listen to the veteran stories on like YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
And the guy was talking about how like there was 2 Humvees. It was like his squad and another squad. And they both had like 13 people in them. And he was like talking about how he was supposed to go into the other squad one.
Yeah.
And his boy was like, no, you come with us. You know, I'm going to end up getting on that one. Now I end up blowing up. Well, like with him. He ended up coming with him and it ended up blowing up is what happened.
Damn, yeah.
And everyone died. His whole squad but him.
Wow.
Yeah. He's like the last one alive. Like crazy shit like that. I always had this weird memory.
Wild war stories.
Of these 2 I remember these 2
war.
I don't know if they were in the Navy or whatever army it was, but like they were like on the Humvee.
Right.
And we was at this party. And I remember we're just like sitting there drinking in a circle, like smoking with some weed, and we're like, out of nowhere, like the one guy's just like, how long do you think I got to hold that trigger down for me to chop all these people? And his buddy's like, second, maybe 2-second holds. You know what I mean? I'm just like, what the fuck are you dudes talking about?
Yeah.
I'm fucking 16, bro. And like, you're trying to intimidate me? I'm just like, what's wrong with you guys, bro? Whatever woman is you think I'm trying to take, she's yours. No, like, God, it was so weird. I was there with Nebby, and we were there with a couple other people. It was just so random. Like, we're all talking about something. Like, Tyler Tucker was there. And we're just talking about something completely random, bro.
What the fuck?
I know where the guy's just like, how long you think I have to hold that? Like, I guess talking about like the top of the Humvee gun.
Yeah.
It's like, how long I have to hold that for? Take all these people. It's like 2 1-second holds. Just like,
if that.
because I guess like you hold that bitch for a second, it's just like,
yeah,
it's like 5, 4, 5, 6.
Shit.
Maybe more?
Yeah.
You think so?
Some of those miniguns, bro, man. I mean, like, of course,
you're right. Like
of
50.
course, those big 50 cal will probably, probably be a lot slower, but like, you got some smaller caliber ones, they'll just be like, and it'll be like fucking 50 shot bursts, just like you ever see those A10s?
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking those double miniguns on the front.
Yeah.
With it sitting there and just come in.
They empty
so
quick.
It's like, oh my god. Like, what the fuck? Those ones.
It's like a plain Civ, you know? Like,
yeah,
they're trying to win by military.
Strafe runs, it's just like, oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you won.
They're so scared of
well, you won.
Yeah.
Well, it's like they say that they're playing the science victory, but then they keep building your military up, and you're just like, oh,
right. But it's like that.
That's not for science.
It's that one thing. Military science.
Well, this is a representation of our science.
It's like that one thing that we're just like, oh, well, if that kid learned the box, then I should probably learn to box, because he kicked my ass if not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, so I think it just becomes like Cold War style always.
Actually, I saw one recently. It's not even that new. It's an older type of missile. It's a missile that comes in. It's like a bunker buster or some shit.
Oh yeah.
It pierces the concrete and then blows up inside. It's
yeah.
just like,
they was using that in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
They made that for like
exactly. Because of the homes, they just pump, boom, boom, blow up from the inside. What the fuck? Like, there's such creative ways to kill people from.
Yeah, nowadays
from your computer.
That's the thing. Like, wow, it's so funny to me when people are like, Clinton Foundation fucking murked all the people or shit like that. Like, I don't know for sure, obviously. Maybe they did have something to do with it. But all I'm saying is, it's just like with aliens. Like, I think they're a little smarter than that, guys.
Yeah.
You know, I think we're in 2019, bro. Like, someone could make a drone filled with cyanide. Literally, a mini drone filled with cyanide. I crash it into your face.
You literally.
Who would ever know?
Exactly.
What are you gonna do? You gonna track that drone? You know what I mean, obviously, you make it untrackable. Make it out of nothing.
You can fly him pretty under radar.
You just smack it right in his face and kill him.
Do something.
I'm saying, like, I don't think it's gonna be like, oh, he was shot in the head, but he ruled suicide, shot in the head twice. And you're just like, I don't think. I think they're smarter than that now. That might have been like 80s, 70s, 90s.
Yeah, I mean, there was
think
that.
now we're like,
I forgot her name, but
we could probably shoot a laser that'll cut your throat. You know what I mean? You're just walking by. Straight up, just.
Well, isn't the heart attack gun real? Like, literally, just makes you have a heart attack. Like, it's a heart attack
That Tesla
gun.
frequency gun.
Like, come on, it's like
take a motherfucker out of existence.
I think you can literally cook someone's brains from a distance nowadays. Like, I mean, it's just simple as that.
Yeah,
It's
or like exactly, like sound weapons. Probably could
just
just bust your shit. I could bust your eardrums.
Just literally just shoot you with a microwave gun or some shit, and just like,
or just poison your food. Like, you go out one day, I get one. Any agent, pick an agent. Any agent should be able to just break into your house, pour some cyanide on your cornflakes or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy, or some shit that I can't even say. Right? They got better shit than cyanide. They got like some shit that don't even taste different, and it's probably 10 times more deadly. They got some deadly shit, you know? I don't think... I'm just saying, just like with aliens, it's like when people are like, oh, you know, that's an alien, or like, that's an alien. Like, maybe it is, right? Maybe it is, but at the end of the day, it's like, I think they're a lot smarter than that, bro.
Yeah, these aliens.
If they found a way
if they're coming
to
Earth,
really bring a saucer, a flying saucer to Earth, I think they're smart enough to avoid the cameras, bro.
Exactly.
You know, they can probably go undetected.
Of course, even with the naked eye, where it's like,
I would imagine like a crazy civilization like that would like be able to like blend like to infrared or something, like, and like make it to where a camera can't even see them or some shit.
Or even like, come here and just fake being a human.
Yeah.
Like,
but I mean, like, I'm just saying, I mean, they really do have invisibility cloaks now. They do have invisibility cloaks. That's a fact. You never seen one?
I never seen those.
I want to say it was Japan or China. No, this is a thing. You can look it up.
I'm gonna have to.
They do it. They got like little coats and shit like that. And what it is like, apparently, like, your eyes don't really know what they're seeing, right? You're just like using all the colors to form what I see, right? I'm not actually seeing what I'm seeing. I'm just forming a bunch of things and making an image.
Yeah.
So you can like disrupt that color pattern, you know, to where it's like you have to look it up. It's a real thing now.
I have to look. Yeah, I definitely have to look it up.
Yeah.
You know, because I think people are probably like
might be hard to like.
I think people are probably thinking like Harry Potter style. Invisibility cloak.
This is how the first one was. This is how the first. It's invisibility cloak. It really is, yo. I'm not making this up. The first one was like a cloak, but then they put it on a Humvee.
I'm going to look this up
right now. They put it on a Humvee, bro.
Because I just gotta see.
Look up.
I have to see an invisibility cloak.
I mean, you know, you gotta search the right word, but maybe that might pop up. But this is a real thing, you know, that they were showing off.
Invisibility cloak military
presentation. Fuck you, Steve.
Nanotechnology, invisibility cloak for the military, hyper stealth. I see.
See what, Steve?
But again, let's see.
Bro, you can see a video of it. I watched the video of it working.
I know how real that is. How real? Like, come on.
I don't know you're real.
You know, come on. Well, you don't. I'm not even sure if I'm real. At this point in the game, I don't even know if I'm real.
Yeah.
You know, am I? Exactly. You know, it's just like, oh, well, I might be a robot. I don't know.
No proof.
Like, what if alien robotics are so good, like they just have like organic robotics and they can replicate humans just like that? They just grow humans and make them and send them on Earth. You know what I mean? And just make
they could do
human
anything. So you don't even gotta
human sleeper agents.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be an easy way to get it, But I mean, you could do anything. I mean, I like to think that they could be an animal if they wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like make it to anything. They probably got copy and gene edited, all types of shit, cloning. They could probably make you, just remake you, kill
Yeah.
you, remake you.
Of course, it's all hypothetical because we don't know. That'd be great.
It'd be easy for an alien nation to kill Trump and then just have a
fake Trump. Yeah, just make a Trump.
And then he's just like, we don't want nuclears no more.
An alien.
And everybody's like, what the fuck happened?
They took over Trump. They made an alien Trump to kind of disrupt the status quo of the political world and force everyone into nuclear winter by bombing each other. So they don't gotta do shit. I just uncovered the full alien plot.
Like with robotics, oxygen makes it rot faster.
Yeah,
like rust out robotic parts,
yeah.
certain things and shit. So they were saying that maybe with AI, it might process that as us being a problem to their civilization. Because we want oxygen, They might want to limit the oxygen. That's because they would rust faster or corrode faster. That's the only way they're going to die, right? Is they just corrode to a point where it doesn't work no more. But then you might be able to make reusable parts. I don't know how far it goes, but it's just a theory. Just a theory.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because they have stainless steel, which it takes forever to rust. I mean.
Yeah, but I mean, if it was 500 years, they might go, we don't want to die.
You might find. Well, I think at that point they're probably gonna have some type of superior metal that just doesn't oxidize. It won't react to it.
Bro.
Guess
what I found out?
What?
They found huge pockets of fresh water underneath of the oceans.
Yeah, bro. It's I don't think it's the different densities of water. It's like
right.
It's just heavier. So
it would still have to be filtered,
but
too.
It's separate. Yeah, and a lot, and it's so acidic that a lot of things can't survive in it at that point because of how under pressure it is.
They said that they're scared though that if we pulled it out, it might loosen the floor up for the ocean, and literally
weird. That'd be weird. It's just
a sinkhole under the ocean. What the fuck, bro?
It's unfathomable. It literally is. It's just well, what happened there?
It's crazy. They've never been down to the deepest part. They've never been down that trench.
Mariana's Trench?
Yeah.
They've been to the bottom of that.
No. Well, then that must not be the one. There's a trench, the biggest trench in the world. They haven't been to the bottom yet.
Well, the biggest one is Mariana's, I believe.
Okay, well, then they haven't reached the bottom yet,
They've been the first expedition. They reached the bottom back in
No, bro. You're probably talking they reached a part of it. I'm telling you, bro. There's a super deep part that they have not reached that I know of. It might have happened real recently. Maybe within the last 18 months.
Yeah, I'm about to see.
But from what I know, it's like they can reach the floor.
You get some weird shit growing.
They can reach the floor to where the crack is. And then they can go into a part in the crack. But there's a deep part of the crack that they can't go into yet.
That is so weird. That's just
bro, how big are your balls, bro?
To go all the way down there.
First, you touch the floor, which would literally give me a heart attack.
And it's so dark.
If I was in
4 hours.
If I was in a 2-man pod, bro, and we literally hit the bottom boom.
Bro, did you ever hear the story about the first two guys who went down in there? It was the first two guys to make that deep of a dive. And I remember them talking about all you heard was the metal go, as the pressure became more and more as you got closer and closer to the bottom. You just heard because the pressure's just and the first piece of pressure glass on one of their doors cracked, and it's just
what the fuck? Is there video of that?
Read that story. They have video, yeah. Read
I want to see the break.
Listen to the dude's audio biography and shit or something or whatever. I think it's someone that reads his biography. The shit's just fucking insane. They hear the
big
pressure
balls,
just
dude.
Wanting to crush them. Just that's so fucking scary, man. Especially to be the first guys down there.
I know.
What the fuck?
It's all the way down there. What is all the way down there?
And then you see some scary shit, bro. You see some real scary, those anglerfish. And also, all the fish down there are like see through because they don't have, like react to the light or something, so they're all just see through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
translucent.
yeah, they can they can't be like it's
What do you think? Give me
weird
a
shit.
percentage of the possibility of a mermaid.
5%.
Not
Yeah,
bad. Not bad.
you
Not
I'm
bad.
like I thought that was even. That was fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, I would say
You know?
below. I would say below, but yeah,
Yeah.
out there, a
It's a
chance,
low.
right?
It's low.
It's a
Yeah.
chance,
But
though.
when you're talking
right?
about like 5% of 100%, that is a really low chance. It's
It
like
almost seemed like that's a pretty high chance if you think about it. You're saying out of every 100, there's 5.
500. What though?
Out of
Chances of seeing a mermaid?
out
Like
of every 100 things in the
yeah.
sea.
How many mermaid reports are there? Yeah, oh, it's lining up
How many
kind
cartoons
of
are
lining
there?
up funky now. But I
But it seems like
yeah.
it almost seems like we might become a mermaid before instead of we were a mermaid.
We'll be
you know?
amphibious. We'll be like
Yeah, like we'll get gills and shit or something, or figure it out. Have
the
blowhorn.
gray ocean's the next frontier.
Yeah. Like, what if they told you like, we need 1,000 people to go to Mars?
I'm going.
Life expectation rate. We expect for let's say 60% of you to not live within it the first year.
I'm going. I'm still going. I'm still going.
Could there be a number?
A number too low? I think if you get under like 20%, maybe for me, it might be like
85% chance.
Like it's like, that's getting a little low.
Everybody's just looking around like there's 1,000 on this.
Yeah, you tell
$1.50.
Yeah, that's all you're telling me.
Yeah. They just keep sending weird.
But like, I still might go. Just for the chance of doing something.
I think Elon was saying
crazy.
50.
Just to do something crazy like that for the
Like,
off
how many
chance.
times can you do that as a government? Like, let's say we did want to go to another planet and live, right?
Well, as long as
And,
there's a colony.
Let's just say like every time we sent 100 people, 10 died. How many times are they going to let you do that?
Well, as long as there's a colony there, you gotta keep doing it.
Why? You're bringing them back.
So you get more workers as like it grows. As shit grows, you're gonna need more people to go.
Yeah, but like America's looking at it like.
And how else are you gonna get better?
180 people died.
How else do you get better? Hopefully you hit that 13th month and it's like, well, so 174 died.
So you think that only? Yeah. Speaking of which,
Baltimore
over the weekend, 13 shots, 6 killed.
Oh, yeah.
13 shots, 6 killed. I was looking at like the timeline and reports. It's literally like 8:47 shot on North Maroon. 2 people shot, 1 killed. And then it's like 15 minutes later, triple shot down on fucking whatever, Fayette or whatever. It's like, what the fuck?
Crazy,
bro.
So
13
many
shots
shootings
in 2 days. 13 people shot, 6 killed. That's insane, bro. That's insane numbers.
Yeah, it's just like, that's just the amount. Like,
but
that's what you have.
Let me go back to what I was on because we already ran over that.
Yep.
What do you think that we need to be multiplanetary?
See, that's where I'm not too sure yet, I don't think we need to worry about being, multiplanetary yet. I think we're really off. I think we're still a long time off. I mean, the work needs to be done. Research needs to be done. It needs to be done. That work needs to be done. But exactly, we are far ways away from being multiplanetary.
2050, they're predicted 9.8 billion people.
But we have the space. The space is here, but the resources. The resources.
You know what they were saying might be the super future?
What?
Algae.
Well, because with the way the water's going, I mean, you're gonna have like upwards of like 80% of the world's ocean resources being undrinkable at that point, and algae would kind of be like the only way to clean it.
Super packed though. I'm talking about drinking algae. It's algae bacterias. Like different forms of microorganisms and water.
Yeah,
they're trying to supplement that into meals, basically. And
I think I heard some shit like that.
It has I was gonna send you, but it was kind of long, But it has like it can give you like a full day's shit, And it's just like first they're gonna use it as a seasoning.
Yeah,
you just add it to shit, not a seasoning, but an I guess you would
that,
say.
and I believe it filters water, like it like kind of like cleans water as it goes.
Huh.
You know, because it feeds off the shit that makes the water dirty. You know.
If you get caught polluting the water, you should get life in jail.
Especially if you're like dumping like.
But then it's like we let shit rain in it every day.
Yep. What's that? I mean, everyone knows Balmer City's pipes out this bitch. We're
But
such
what
a
is
huge.
that, bro? Listen, not even Baltimore City, bro. We
Well-
ran sewage pipes through entire cities underneath, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like,
just
how-
insane.
How else though? Yeah, it's like you have
Listen.
state of the art systems nowadays that keeps
Here's
shit
the thing
going
though,
and
bro.
clean and not letting shit go into the waterways.
Here's the
We
thing.
still got wood pipes in this bitch.
Listen,
What are wood pipes?
everybody's probably different, right? But I've thought about it a lot.
They don't got wood pipes.
And I actually feel like I'm an outhouse type of guy.
Compost that shit.
I feel like you're not supposed to shit and piss in your home. It feels weird knowing like you shit right there and you cook right there. Did you ever see the
Whoa.
Mythbusters thing where it was like if you just
You got
have
shit going.
toothbrushes,
Yeah.
feces gets on your fucking
Yeah, those
Toothbrushes.
those particles,
so
yeah.
it can travel to anywhere. You know, it's just like it's always been weird to me.
Yeah, definitely.
You're just like,
Yeah, I have to have
why
something
don't we
separate from
shit
the home.
house?
It's something separate from the home. But when you think of our
Don't shit
living
where you eat.
on the
Isn't that a
living
thing?
on the living scale we're on, you know, that's just kind of, to me, almost what you kind of have to do, you know, where it's like, all these goddamn people, you know, you got outhouses everywhere. It's just gonna smell like shit. Imagine this whole block here had outhouses. You know, this whole block out here got outhouses. Well, now you got rats in this shit, and you got rats going all over with the shit everywhere.
You think
And
they have
you
rats
got-
in it?
Well, then you got England. Well, yeah, I mean, if they eat dog shit, why wouldn't they eat human shit?
I don't think that correlates.
You know. Well, I think you'd have
or you find them
a
in,
more
like,
variety
weird
of
places.
food waste in human shit. You know what I'm saying?
They would be in the waterways.
Yeah, then that's what I'm saying. Then you have a flood with an outhouse, and everyone's houses get flooded, and then everyone's shit goes into everyone's yard, and
Or
then
just think about how many rats are in these cities.
yeah, I think they're just a byproduct of cities. You're never gonna control shit like that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you got restaurants everywhere.
should we exterminate the rat?
It's not worth it, man. You know, it's like, man, that's one thing I think the city does smartly is like they catch cats, they neuter, spay them, and then they re-release cats into the wild city because they hunt rats and shit.
Listen, I'm starting to think that's a myth, dude. I've never actually seen a cat kill a city rat.
My cats kill rats all the time.
A city rat, bro?
My cat
One of them
be-
big joints?
Usually I come out of the yard, I got to pick up rats so my dog doesn't eat them because my cat just be
Wow.
outside killing things. Yeah.
Wow. I've never
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah. But I mean, of course, we don't have a lot of cats in the neighborhood. You're not going to. And have you ever owned a cat?
Are you kidding me?
See,
Bless you.
my cat's pretty chill because, like, he goes outside. I don't even have to have a litter box. He just goes outside and does all his business.
Well, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So he does it outside in the yard. And he'd be chilling. And he'd be killing rats.
I'll tell you a true story. I thought I told you before. I had a cat one time. Sister Jen gave it to me. Named it China. One day I'm sitting on the fucking table. Not the table, the chair. In the dining room and the door's open. Back door. I swear this is a true story. This cat looked me in my face. I'm petting it. It scratched me in my fucking eyeball, Steve. In my literal eyeball, bro.
That's
like,
right. I forgot. Yeah. I
And
remember
my
now you talking.
eyeball was bleeding, dog. I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna lose my eyes.
That's
the cat,
scariest shit ever.
listen, I'm not done. The cat jumped off me, ran out the back door, and I never seen the cat again.
He got his eyes licking.
I swear that's
his
a
eyes
true
licking.
story, bro.
He got one in and was gone.
Literally, my fucking scratch on my eye, dog.
What'd you do to piss that cat off?
I have no idea.
Man,
I thought I was a good person.
you might be carrying some demons.
Yeah. So ever since then, I've always kind of stayed away unless they show me that they're just like super friendly.
Say cats.
And it's this
Cats are
period that I don't like I don't like that kneading thing that they do.
Cats rule the underworld, bro. You know
No, I will run 'em up.
that? You know that, man? You got some demons you carry,
I
man.
just don't like the fact that like when they're on you at any time, they can just poke their claws into you.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Well, I mean, just like a dog could bite you at any point. I mean,
Get real.
yeah, my dog won't bite me.
They do it because they do it, like that's what they do. They're not
Like I
attacking
said,
you.
so so this is my thing. It's on a cat to cat basis, because like with my cats that like that, when you get them young, you gotta teach them shit. It's like you always grab their paws, you get them used to getting grabbed on that shit, and like with my cat, I got him used to belly rubs. A lot of cats don't like that. Well, fuck your shit up. You get some belly rubs going on.
Yeah,
But,
that's how my
yeah.
sister's is.
But he was young. I would just scratch his stomach, and then sometimes he would do it, and I would just keep doing it, and eventually got used to it.
He just
And
let
I
you.
likes him. Yeah. Really affectionate cat. Really good cat too. Best cat I ever had, I gotta say.
It's weird how
But
like
it's just cat to cat basis. Cats are weird though.
all of our animals would run away though if they had the chance.
I don't think our dogs. I think our dogs would always want to come back. Same thing with cats.
They might want to come back, but they will run away.
Animals typically know where the home is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like my dog, like I've seen him come back plenty of times. I've seen him run away, me not know, and him come back.
Yeah.
I've seen that, but I've also seen times where he's seen something. Like if he sees a cat or another dog, he'll chase it until God forbid, and then he just ran out of their sense, where they can't even smell you no more, and then they're lost.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Luckily, my little guy, he's a fat little shit, so he's not very athletic. Can't clear a fence. He's not gonna be running. He's fast though. If you let him go, he sees a cat or some shit. I had one time get out the car, he saw a cat, hurried up, took off, right out my goddamn hand as I'm holding the harness. Gone, man.
If you could run faster now.
I could catch up to him, but he's still fast. It's still not like, oh, I can hurt him, burn up, and catch to him. It's still like I gotta get a good chase on him. It's a good chase because he'd be getting loose with them short little things. Just
it's
fast twitch, man. They got them explosive.
It's like I can't catch
strides.
Him. I literally can't catch
strides.
Him. It's a horrible feeling. One time he literally got away from me right in front of me. And I was just committed like Bruce Willis, bro.
God,
I swear, dog. Like I had him on the leash. No, we were actually, we were getting out the car, dog.
He's fast, I bet.
We were getting out the car at my old house. And as soon as we stepped outside, I just thought he was going to run in through the fence. He just took off the other way, bro, and jetted. So I just started going after him. And I was on him.
Man.
I was on his ass, but I could not get up to him. Like I could not get to him. And he kept hitting turns too, Like when I got to full speed, he would yank and I had to get back up to it. I was following him for like 8 blocks and I'm still running. I'm like, I don't got it no more, bro. I start losing a little bit farther. Bro. It broke my heart. I literally was like, I can always get down to my slow jog, but it just was, I couldn't keep on no more. He got away from me. It broke my heart, bro. I'm like, you can't catch up, dog.
Got those long ass strides, man, and they got cardio, for nothing. It's
he just had a straight away.
They don't even have to run every day. The next thing you know, they're just taking off for a mile straight with no fucking not one break. Just
so weird.
Fuck off. It's like you got something in mind, man, and it just kicks in and they're gone. They're gone. That's like with dogs. Like you see a small animal like a cat, it's just in their instinct to chase it for the most part. Of course, some dogs it varies between squirrels and birds and shit. Like my dog has a thing for birds. He'll try and get real low, stalk it. He's gotten one out the air before. Okay, I'm standing there, I'm like, he's never gonna get it. Boom, snaps it out of the air. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, okay, now I got a dead bird on my hands. Fuck. Like,
it goes back to them being wolves, right? I mean, they're out there fighting whatever it is.
Yeah, and but they don't even want to eat it necessarily, but the instinct to want to chase it is there. They feel it. It's like an itch. They scratch it real quick. They get a hold of it. They might play with it and then dip off. It's just in their nature. Same thing with cats, man. Like they'll kill things, they'll injure it, and just play with it for fucking 3 hours. And we'll chase it around because it's fun for them to be a part of the chase. They don't want to eat it. That's why they just kill shit.
It's the same thing with people. Some people are like that too.
Yeah, whereas like I hope for at least the most part you eat that shit. Like, even if I had to Well, I guess sometimes you can't.
I'm not just thinking about like some of them soldiers who just thirsty for blood, trying to find a reason, you know.
Yeah, they just want to kill.
Like they say with like
People
Chris
just want to
Kyle,
kill.
you know. Like some people say he's a hero, some people say he was a war criminal.
Yeah. That was the sniper, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 100+ kills and shit.
Yeah, I remember reading some shit about it recently where they were talking about it. There was like, he would just fire on anybody. It was just like no one said anything because he was a good shot.
Yeah, he was covering them, but he was. I was saying things of like he would like set people up. Like shoot a person to shoot another person, or not take someone out, wait a little bit longer, so that he could get another shot on somebody else too, or something like that. Put his own people sometimes in danger, or
just to get some
shoot
shots,
somebody that necessarily wasn't a target. Of course, there's no proof of it though. He never got convicted of nothing, so those are all just theories. Could just have been a badass shot.
And ended up getting killed himself, didn't he? In a shooting range by one of his buddies who had a PTSD attack or something.
Yeah, somebody asked him to help and killed him there. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's absolutely
yeah.
All them fucking wars you survive. And somebody gets you like that.
That's like home soil.
That was well, it's not funny, but Charlemagne, Charlemagne the God or whatever.
Yeah, see the God. Shut up.
He was talking about Pernell Whitaker. He's like, how funny. He's like, your whole career, he's like, you're known as a guy that avoids punches, never got hit, just to die by getting cracked by a car. And it's like so true. Like it's not funny, but it's like so true. Of like, dude, literally was fighting the biggest, baddest man on the planet,
dodging everything, not getting hit.
Then somebody on a car cracks him,
and just kills him, man. Something you just can't survive. After surviving all of that, dodging all of that, making a career out of not getting hit. Same thing in the military. You make a career out of not getting killed. Successful missions. Maybe a little PTSD.
Sometimes when you're driving, you're just like, what'll happen if I just hit that curb right there? Like, you just think about it. It's weird. And you're like, this fucking bitch would go like,
if I did hit that curb, it's like, oh, man. I'm living this bitch. Think about that. I'm like,
and you're just like, what the fuck?
I pit maneuver this bitch. I just go across 8 lanes right now.
I always just think, what if I just go like that?
I always think shit like, what if I crash in front of the storefront right now? I'm hitting 50. I'm going through this front door. It's like
I picture doing 50 and
shit
just
like that.
flip it. And then you just yank it to the side.
And then, of course, and it's always like your brain's always like, well, of course you're not going to do that. He doesn't ever say that, but you never do it.
It's weird that like you think like that, right?
I mean, same thing. I've had, everyone has had those thoughts where it's like, let's let this cart go and read this fucking car down here. Just let it go. Just go.
I guess that correlates to a lot of things, right? Like when you see somebody, you're just like, man, I'd be like, fucking waka, waka, waka.
If he came up and tried to bitch me right now, that's exactly what I'm gonna say.
You wanna bitch me, bitch? Waka, waka, waka. Head kick. It's like the same thing. Where you're just like,
and then you say some cool ass one-liner. Like I've always had this one thought in my head. It's like I remember this homeless guy. Of course, he was crazy. I had an altercation with him earlier in the week, and ever since then, I was walking back with my coffee, and I saw him up the corner. I was like, man, if he came out and try that shit today, right now, especially in this type of mood, I'd hit him with this coffee and I'd knock his ass out. And then I'd sit there and be like, next time I see you, I want my coffee. Put on some shades real quick and just like walk off. It's like, that'll never happen.
It's so classical.
That'll never happen. But of course, some shit like that. It always plays off in your head. But things stop you. Forever they call it. They have a term for that thought, and another term for your brain stopping it. There's a thing.
Yeah, it's like it's not your thought.
Yeah.
But what is that?
I think it's like the brain's a mixture of like the brain's imagination and wanting to see every possibility in front of you that you might have.
You think that's what it is?
It might be a confidence thing, where it's like, oh well, what if I just knock this guy out real quick? I mean, there's different things,
Like, what is that with the car?
Again, I think it's just like
it's like you're thinking
your
about
brain's
something.
there. It's like, oh, you could do it. But
Why?
But we're not.
Why is it that when you get behind it, you're like thinking about like, I can do a lot of things with this thing, you know? Like it's
Yeah.
like some evil, conspiratory type shit of like,
I think it's just natural chaos that goes on within anybody's mind. You know, I mean,
you think people with guns are just like,
I think
it's like,
some people, I think some people put it in their mouth and just say, okay,
There's definitely people that are like,
blow my fucking shit out,
I
huh?
know it.
Blow my shit back.
Y'all don't care about me?
Are you talking to me, huh,
Like,
boy? Huh?
I remember like having BB guns and shit, and everybody be gone. I'd sit
What
there.
if I just?
I'd be sitting there and act like somebody just came in through the front door right now. I'd be like,
Some people have the thought. They're just like, what if I just shoot my dick off, huh?
That's it.
What about?
That was one of the times where I'm thinking about like what
Yeah.
you're saying. I'm just like, I'm gonna go down there. Somebody's in my house right now. I go down there with this guy. I'm like, get the fuck out of my house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, I'll get you the fuck out.
You're 16 with a BB gun.
Yeah, bro.
Get just say some cool ass one liner. You just got something you fire off your head always. It makes you feel badass. Then you always want to imagine what he does. Like,
you chose the
Alright,
wrong
man.
house,
Alright,
motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's always bad.
One always pops by as the Home Alone when he's watching the movie, and it's a black and white movie, and the one guy's like, "You filthy animal," like that shit. It's like,
Just
and
love
he's
that.
lighting it up, just like, and he's like, "Have a Merry Christmas too, you filthy animal." That one always pops in my head. Just one of those.
What if you found
Get one
out
of
like
those
your neighbor
one-liners.
broke into your house?
You
Like,
found
would
out?
you fuck them up or would you call cops?
Well, I mean, probably calling the cops. It's probably my route. But I mean, it's like,
Like he's right there.
I have proof.
Like,
I catch him in the act.
Say you came home.
I catch him in the act.
Listen, say you came home. Your TV wasn't in your house, and when you came out, he was watching TV in his house, like with the door open. You know what I mean?
Your TV
Like,
was
you could
gone.
see it.
It's
And
your
you could
TV.
see the TV.
I'm kicking the door in. Like what? Like it's just like, well, because for one, I want to kick a door in. It's just one thing you want to do in your lifetime.
For sure.
Bang that fucking door and walk out, bah,
Bro,
and come in.
I'll tell you guys a little confession. When I work in warehouses, bro, I work in old abandoned like warehouses sometimes and shit. I lock the doors and blow them out.
I'm thinking the windows fixed in an old abandoned.
Well, a lot of times like people will buy the property and then they need to get it inspected, so they just get like all the broken ones temped up, and they're like get passed for a certain amount of time and be like, we're gonna get it all fixed,
Gotcha.
So I'll just shut the door.
But that's great.
Spinning heel kick,
fun.
It's
fun.
Running full speed. Ha!
You hold it out. You hold you hold your foot out while the door just swings open and bounces off just slowly comes back. You're just like, yeah.
I definitely learned some things. I had never kicked the door in until I started doing that, and then you really learn you got to get next to that lock, people. You got to get next to that lock. You can't just kick it in the middle.
They say
you got to get right next to that.
They
lock.
say re between the deadbolt if it has one and the door handle. Right there, you kick right in between that area. You catch it, and if they don't have a proper door strike, it's coming open 100%.
Right.
And
a lot of them locks just have little ass fucking screws on it. They're like
either
half-inch screws,
or it's like fucking you got a inch wide panel that's holding it, right? And then you got a half-inch hole in the middle of it,
and that's
even literally a quarter-inch on each side of wood.
Yeah,
blow that bitch out with what? A screw in the bottom, a small metal plate.
Easy
that's
money.
Built into the same wood that I'm just gonna destroy.
16-year-old could do it.
It's like they have proper reinforcements with metal nowadays and shit, but I mean, if they're gonna kick in your door, they're just gonna blow out the window anyway. So either way, if they're ready to kick in a door, they're blowing out windows. They don't care about noise.
You think everybody should have a gun?
Is that what I'm saying? Yeah, get a gun. Like I said, I agree with
Do you think everybody
Second Amendment? Everyone.
Do you want a gun?
I want a gun.
I want a gun too.
I want a gun.
So then, right there, we agree with the Second Amendment.
Yeah, I want the banger.
I
want that banger, man. Because I
want a handgun.
Because I know for one, if I have a gun, I know I'm gonna take care of it. I know I'm gonna be responsible with it.
For sure.
I know if I'm ever gonna shoot somebody, it's because I have to shoot somebody. I have to shoot a motherfucker today.
You like to think that, right? But you don't know. You could get scared.
Or I could get a little rational. Come home, your wife fucking 3 dudes.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are your best friend, and you're just like...
You wake up middle of the night. Here's some rumbling downstairs. You got the gun. You're like, who is it? Nobody's saying nothing. You're like, who is it? Next thing you know, you turn around. You see somebody like right there, coming at you basically, walking towards you. You're just like, "Tup, tup, tup, tup."
That's where we have an easy deterrent.
Then
Well,
your
who is it?
grandma's just like, Steve.
Whoa, I mean, come on, I'll tell you one thing you do. Well, not to answer that situation. Bullshit, but anyway, one thing you do, even if you don't have a gun, you plaster your fucking house with NRA stickers.
Yeah, that's
NRA
true.
stickers out the ass.
Or like, even like Blue Lives Matter, right?
I'll be that guy.
Proud to be a police friend or some shit like sticker.
Well, nothing like that, because that's how you get broken into. Well, that's how you come out, and then you have.
Well, that's how you just lie on more of
And
those.
then you have
put one up.
You put a swastika burning your
fully
front
covered
yard.
on what Home and Blue Shield, whatever. You just keep lying, like Jeff's house does.
Yeah, where it's protected by Wiccan.
Well, that's more than that. It's like protected by armed security. It's got like some fake shit on there. You know? Smile, you're on camera.
Did you expose this whole defense? Man? You exposed it. Now they got re-prep.
For all I know, Pop does.
They're gonna rob tonight. It'd be bad if they do get robbed. And they're like, Steve, we heard you say they're gonna get robbed tonight.
Yeah, I'm just like,
where were you last night? Or where were you last night, Steve?
Lock them up.
Oh man, but I mean, you gotta fake it till you make it.
What do you think? How would you feel, bro? If like, say, like we went out Saturday, right, and just like,
cool.
we're having a good ass time.
Oh, we are, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And then like next thing you know, it's just like both of us coming to like on Power Paint's floor. We're just like looking at each other. Our shit's all fucked up. You know what I mean? Everybody's just like in a circle staring at us.
What do you mean fucked up? Like we're beat?
Somebody just fucking KO'd us, dog. Yeah, you just wait. You just come to. Could you imagine just come to KO'd?
Yeah.
Like everybody just. Then you'll know what happened.
Everyone's just looking at you.
You don't know what happened. Your face is all fucked up.
You can barely stand. You're just like,
can you imagine being that guy? Like,
you're drunk.
I think we might have talked about it before, but I was always thinking about how bad it is to be if you've ever been knocked out on camera. Knock on wood.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you've just been KO'd on camera and it's like a famous video, it's a hard life, bro.
Even if you're getting some money from that circulating for some reason, you somehow get some money because it's generated over 300 million views or some shit. Just saying, you get a little check. It's still not worth it.
Yeah, what if they were like, look, here's the parameters. Like, you're gonna get 20% of the revenue because of the laws. The guy that hit you actually gets 80%. Are you okay with that?
How much money? How much? 20% of what?
Okay, you're gonna get 10% because of the law. The guy gets.
I'm not lowering it.
You're gonna keep going.
Oh man, you know, it's
I'll
like,
just.
Well, of course, if I'm obligated to the money, it's like I'm not just not gonna take it.
But
I'm not just gonna not take it.
I always think of that guy Henry Gracie does like those. He brings people in that've been knocked out back on his show, like famous people that have been knocked out. And he's like tries to teach them what they could have been told different. And like they had that one guy on there that was like, remember that black guy who fought like them two truckers out front of the store?
Yeah.
They had him on there, yo, and like.
He only fought one of them though. That's the thing. He fought one of them. He just beat the shit out of him.
Right. He only fought one of them.
I'm from New York.
New York. Yo, I swear you gotta watch the video of this guy because like he still feels like he got it. You know, he's like, I feel like I would have pieced that guy up. You know, if my hands didn't get stuck. My hands were stuck. He got me down. And like Hender's just like a super good guy. Like he just like talking to him real nice. And he's just like, so like, is that pretty much when he got you? He's like, yeah, my hands were stuck and he was on my back. And he's like, and that's when he started to, you know, he's like, yeah, that's what it just. It's just so funny seeing someone like walk through it. You know what I mean? Like this horrific knockout. At least if you're a fighter, you can like shit happens. Like I'm a fighter, you know. But like he was talking so much shit on that
and he
video.
still was talking shit like. Well, I could have took him.
Yeah, and he's just like,
My
he's
hands
like, that's how I was
stuck.
raised. He's like, somebody coming at me, I'm gonna come at him. You know, I don't even care if I'm alone or whatever.
He's like, what's that? So that's when he got you?
That's literally how it is, bro. He's like, bro. He's like, so right here, you just can't get your hands out. He's like, no, and he's sitting on my back. It's just sad.
Beating me down.
It's like he started hitting me, and his
Hands
friends
stuck.
just cheering on. People are just watching.
He's really just wailing on me.
That was like one of the worst ones
He
ever.
still keeps pointing out. Hands
He's
still
like-
stuck.
He's like, if I just could have freed my hands.
And got 1 or 2 in, I could have had him.
The problem is, listen, it's fucked up if it happened to the other guy, right?
Yeah.
But since you're talking all that shit, it's like no one cares, right? But like if somebody was talking shit to you and then you got your hand stuck, you'd be like, that guy's just a straight up dickhead.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
pick a fight and he fought dirty. Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
but when you're talking all that shit, yeah, you're gonna cave someone's shit in. No matter
Exactly.
what. I'm like, your hands are stuck.
I love-
Well,
I love the other trucker who's
His
sitting there.
boy,
He's like, yeah, get him.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
if
this
truckers.
is how we do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like,
get him.
fuck them up.
And then like when they're walking out, he's like, man, I would have fucked you up worse, you know?
yeah.
Oh,
And then
fuck, man.
when he tells everybody that story, he's like, yeah, me and Bill had to fuck this guy up one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He always says it like that.
He's like, arguably, Bill fucked him up. I would have fucked him up worse. Personally,
He's like, I was like, Bill.
he really didn't get with. Yeah, he's like, well, next time you fight him, then, man. Like, damn.
I would have killed him.
You know, you go ahead and fight him next time, then. You know, but yeah, that's a funny show. You brought in.
That's
What a
good
great
show.
idea.
It should be a reality show.
Like you bring people back from famous knockout videos.
But you know,
That's-
a lot of people don't want to sign up for that.
I mean,
You
yeah,
know, but he does teach him some moves. He's like, look, right here, you should have been, going for half guard. If you get down at half guard, you probably could have got your hand out right there, then got up
Yeah.
against the car. Like, Josh would tell him, like, what he could have did.
yeah.
Does a little training and shit. So it's kind of corny,
So,
but
that's when he got you. Like
that's the best part. It's just like,
I gotta listen to that clip, man.
there's a couple of them
Oh,
on
man.
there, too. It's just like, people have been beat up. It's a couple on
I know.
there.
I'm saying if you get enough of those, I mean, there's plenty of them. So if you
And you fly them out.
you
They
get
get
a
to see
couple-
the city.
exactly, maybe take them out a little bit.
You
You
get
know,
some free BJJ class. You get to meet Gracie.
exactly. You know,
Yeah,
it's
so-
just like, well, it worked out.
And you're already what you are.
That guy didn't get
The-
flown out.
The video ain't going nowhere.
You didn't get flown out by Royce Gracie.
Yeah. I'm just saying, video's there.
Knock me out
regardless.
again.
Might as well use it to see who's.
Knock me out again, and hopefully I get some Neo tickets. You know.
It's funny. He's like,
Ugh.
no, I want you, bro.
I love it. I love
We
the face
bro-
lights up.
We bring the other guy on too.
Oh, the guy. You bring the guy who beat him up?
Yeah, yo, we're just
Oh,
like, look,
shit.
you got, and it's like you gotta call it something like talk it out or scrap it out, something like that, and it's like you guys can choose to just end this shit right here,
Or get in a
or if you
cage.
want to run it again,
Get in the cage.
yeah,
Full body gear and shit. It's like, oh, you want to get in the cage?
go at it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like kind of like a bully beatdown, but
Yeah.
like you both did get the chance to square up,
And like,
and you don't do ones
you
where
got,
like
and you got
it's-
some rules where it's like,
maybe just boxing.
I think you take him down,
Yeah,
to
but,
mount
like,
him.
that trucker's just gonna probably
With a
mount that dude
referee,
again.
though. With a referee, though. But
What's that guy gonna get mounted and knocked
but
out
should-
again, Steve?
should we limit this guy's arsenal because he's a wrestler? He has a wrestling background. He was on
Listen,
JV wrestling
He
team.
should sign up for that, but he should be
I
like,
mean-
I'm just saying, he might have.
I'm just saying, the guy's from New York, okay? he's
I'm
from New
out
York.
by myself.
If he's
If you wanna
if
come
he's
on- come on
still
our show, fellas,
because
come
like
on our show.
if he's still if in my opinion if he was still on that show with the other guy there, he'll be like, I think I could take you running back. And it's like, okay, let's go. I mean, like you shouldn't limit. You should what if that guy's just a trained boxer or he's really good at boxing?
Yeah.
Like, you should be able to take him down just like you would in the parking lot of that gas station.
You might just want to talk it out there.
You know?
You might want to. That's a talk it out.
But
episode.
I mean, the way I see it, he would keep talking that shit. He'd go in there, then that guy would win. I don't think the New York dude's winning either way. That dude's
Nah,
way too big.
It's way too big.
Yeah, and I don't think he's.
But I'm saying in boxing, you could probably avoid him, kind of basically right away for like 3
I was gonna
rounds.
say, I think you give the other guy advantage for some reason there. If especially if you limit this guy's game. Come on, don't limit their game.
I don't want to see him get mounted again. That's all I'm saying. That's tough to watch. That's tough to watch people
Hey.
get mounted.
I mean, he's talking that shit though. Still, it's
I know.
you're pulling for this New York guy, huh?
There's something about a face shot. That's all I know.
I'm saying, just full gear. You got the ref. You know, maybe he gets that one in, and then you break it up. You're like, well, he kind of won. He would have just kept beating your shit in if we didn't stop it. So it's done, man.
I always think
And
about
you
like,
go, I'm
the
a loser.
one fight that I see with Foley.
Go and lose on national TV.
Shout out to Foley. I just always remember the one time he's like, this guy I remember dropped him like twice. But like Foley just kept going, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
and eventually,
yeah.
you
I
know,
remember that video.
got the other guy to quit, you know, and it was just such a funny video to see. Like, it's that's what we love Foley for, right? Unstoppable will.
Every
It's like,
neighborhood,
the juice on that one.
everyone knows that scrapper. Foley's that goddamn scrapper. I just grew
scrapper. Some guys are like that.
Everyone always knew some crazy Foley story about him scrapping with
Yep.
someone, multiple people, getting beating someone up. It was like
I've always told him he has that ability. He's like,
it would just travel.
Foley seriously should have been a professional fighter, bro. Foley, we're gonna find you.
He should have been a wrestler, bro. He should have been a wrestler.
He had a
man.
wrestling background, bro. He should have been like an MMA fighter.
He should have just kept wrestling, getting that up, get some striking in.
People out here fight. There's always like those good fighters that are out here on the street fighting for free.
I think he would seriously, you know, wrestle. You know, I think he should just go like Olympic wrestling. He would be able to take it, man.
You can do it, Foley.
Keep putting that weight on. He would just fucking pin people, man.
He has a special ability.
Get him in some judo.
To kind of just to be able to not care. You know, he's just like, no, it's a fight, and he's just like,
I'm ready.
It's a fight, or he hides it really good.
Yeah.
But he's always had that ability. Shout out to Foley for that.
Yeah. He's ready to fight. Yeah, definitely. He's ready to just go.
He might not win them all. It's like Forrest Griffin or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, he might not win them all. He might not lose them
all. He should give you a good fight.
Every time he's just like, who is it?
I watched that fight when he kept getting tagged, man. Right near Paris. You know,
his legs buckled, but he just kept bouncing up.
Yeah, he just kept coming or just keep throwing with him. And like, that was one of the guy knew his reach.
We're going to have
the
to
guy knew his hit reach.
Yeah, southpaw.
You know? And he was just backing up the whole time. Just
We'll get Foley on this show. We want to interview him about the fight. Explain to him what happened.
We'll get him on one of these episodes. I imagine somewhere in the 20s. Somewhere in the 20s, Foley. We're coming for you. You need to come on. In the 20s, boy.
That'd be awesome.
We'll call him out. Sure. We got to call him out.
We got to get him on here and ask him a few questions.
Book him.
Hell.
Well, yeah, we'll send him the email.
I feel like it's his carelessness. It's almost as carelessness as his gift and his curse. You know, the same thing that makes him knock over a drink every time he has one. It's the same thing that makes him go, this is another fight.
Yeah. He's not worried about knocking over that drink. He's not worried about getting beat up or winning the fight.
Isn't it just like, it's cringy? It's cringy when you watch people get bitched, ain't it?
Yeah, especially
and you're just
especially when you're not on the receiving end, like you're looking at like one of your boys or someone get bitched, and you're just
but your boy is sore. That's the perfect look.
Yeah, it's like, man,
if it's your boy, you're just like, man.
Especially if you can't do anything about it, like, you know.
I mean, yeah, sometimes, you know, it is just one of those things. Yeah. But either way, you're just like, even when you can do something about it, you're like, am I going to make this my battle too? Especially if it's only one-on-one, right? Like your boy's got some problem with somebody and they bitch him.
He's just not going to fight. Yeah.
And you're just like, well, now I'm just going to fight a random dude, you know? Like,
you know what we going to bank him or something?
But if it is your boy, it's like, I would definitely have to fight anybody if my boys got bitched, you know? I'm like, look, I'm going to fight this guy. Win or lose, I'm fighting you after. So you got to fight tonight no matter what.
You got to fight somebody.
Yeah, you're fighting tonight no matter what. He looks better. You know, it's just by fight.
I say, well, I might take my chance on this, you know. Especially if he beats the shit out of you, it's just like, I might take my chance with this fight, you know?
It's like, oh my God. I can knock you the fuck out. Thank you. Go fight this beast.
You're like 6'4". Yeah. Just like supremely fast.
You were trying to get him
yeah, so you've been talking all that shit. You know,
the guy's warming up like
Pacquiao. Like your boy doesn't know how much shit you've been talking on the side.
You're just like,
you really never expected this to happen.
Let's bang him.
Let's beat his ass, man. Like, especially afterwards, like, let's both beat his ass.
It's funny. I remember a time when, we all got, but there was a woman, you remember, that used to bitch one of our friends heavily. And you're just like, what do you do when a woman is bitching a man. And you're just like, do you even speak up? You know what I mean? Like, it was always so awkward.
Especially when, like, you know that, like, she knows
Him and
well,
he knows
the
she. And
related, yeah. Then that guy's like, he's that one 17-year-old that's still in 8th grade, and you're just like,
you got to take this one.
you gotta.
You gotta take. You gotta figure this one out.
But I remember that it was one time where I watched her get smacked hard as fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
By someone else?
Yeah.
A girl?
By a dude, just smacked the shit out of her. Playing too much. I remember.
Damn.
I just seen him, and I mean, she didn't get knocked out, but it was just boom. Just nothing but. And eventually that goes into anger, and it's like just major shit talking without doing anything. I've seen that, and I was just like, that's what you get.
Yeah, because like that's what she was definitely,
Yeah, you know, it's like,
that was probably
I
very,
caught
that
a
was
little bit
very
of that.
rewarding to see, wasn't it?
I caught a little
as
bit
bad
of
as
that.
it
It's like,
sounds. Because she was literally like, when people talk about, when I say like I'll never hit a woman, like I still never hit a woman.
and they
If there was ever a woman in my life I'd hit,
and they both
it was her.
They both, I remember it was her and her friend. They used to both play a part in it.
Yeah.
I see them both get what they deserve. I remember just being like,
Yeah.
yeah, one time for the boys.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
like, man, there's never like, that's like say if a girl comes up, right, and just starts unloading on a guy, and then the guy starts hitting back. Like, people expect for you to fight that guy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
Like, look, what he's doing is wrong, but if you're going to come up and hit people,
Especially
I don't even know you.
I've seen.
I'll break a fight up. Obviously, I'm not going to let him kill you here. I'll break a fight up. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, now that you hit this woman, you got to square up with me.
Or
you know what I mean? If I clearly see.
A lot of times, like, it'll be like 3 dudes that come out and be like, yo, hey, you hit that girl, yo. Just random dudes.
Bang his head. If you see somebody hit a woman, everybody should bang them.
Yeah, but even when she's doing that, like, you know, they're just kind of beating the shit out of them. That's what I'm saying.
Like, for a different cause. On that one,
it's
it's
any
like,
of those instances, you see like 3 or 4 dudes come out and be like, hey, yo, you don't hit a girl, yo.
Yeah,
like,
no. I'm sorry, I lost you.
Yeah.
No, on that one, you're like, listen, I'm not gonna let you get seriously hurt, but you can't be out here fucking hitting people like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think of one, you know, that was in Southeast, like the one I remember. And she just came and hit him. You know, he said some shit, but she came and hit him in the face. And he takes it for a second, and eventually he's like, you know, and you think he's done. He just keeps coming. It's like, oh, it's a fight now.
Well, it's like what it's a switch, you know.
Now I'm supposed to get up and fight this random guy and make my drama your drama because you want to hit people.
Yeah, exactly. You know, just don't. Before you even take that route, just go get another dude to come and fight that guy or something.
Exactly.
You know?
Find some dude, or you don't fight.
I mean,
like, you know, my sister gets mad when I say, like, I'm gonna teach my daughter to run. Anytime you ever think a man might get ready to fight you, leave. Just leave. Just get out of there. You got nothing to prove. Go find your brother. Go find me. Go find your uncle. Find someone, and then we can take care of the situation. Now, if it comes down to it, someone's attacking you, well, that's where I'm hoping I've properly prepared you.
Yeah, to
defend yourself to some sort, you know?
Exactly. But your first resort should be to run.
Get out of there.
Get out of there.
Don't ever be like, you know, and I'm not saying that every man can beat a woman, but it's just the fact of why even engage. I get out of there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If I was like, oh, this dude's going to this dude's going to fight me. He got 3 people with him. Like, all right, well, I'm not going to get banked. You know, you're like, okay, I'm going to get out of there.
Right.
I'm a grown man, you know? I'm a grown man now.
You got to pick and choose your battles.
Yeah,
man.
Like, and there's a time where people cross the line, right?
Yeah.
Like, if somebody comes to you and pushes on you, like, what the fuck you gonna do, bitch? Now it's a matter of, like, now we got a problem, you know, because now it's gonna come to my revenge mindset.
Right,
right. Now you think I'm a bitch. Okay, now we gotta fight. But if somebody's just like, what the fuck it is? You know how people can, like, they're not starting a fight, but they're trying to entice you
to get going,
to get them going, exactly, almost.
Yeah.
Like, you know, fuck you gonna do something like that. You know, it's like, fuck are you gonna do? I'm just like, I don't do nothing unless I have to, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a grown man, bro. I'm not gonna put myself in any position to lose. You know?
Exactly.
I'm not. No matter what, I gain nothing from knocking you out, dude. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
It's like, like I don't go out to find myself in fights,
Yeah.
to pursue fighting, or to, like what? It's like, come on now.
As
We
much
should,
as I would love to head
at
kick
this
you
point
right
in this
now.
time, we should be beyond shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah.
We
And
have
if
to
it gets to that point
coexist.
where motherfuckers just doing too much, then yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Like, can we not coexist in open space for one night? Can we not? It does not happen. Is
I can
that
remember just like a
too
crazy
much?
time when I was
Too
like
much?
19, bro, in the club. Random ass like 32-year-old dude, yo. Just like I look over to see this guy hopping over a fucking railing.
You looking at my daughter?
Gets up in my face. He's like, no, he's like, you looking at me and my boys like we're bitches? I don't even know where he came from, bro. I'm looking at like the club.
All right.
He's like over here somewhere. He's like looking at me and my boy like I'm bitches. I'm like, what, dude? Like, I just started geeking. He's like, it's funny. I'm just like, I couldn't stop geeking. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just drunk as shit. I'm like, where? The next thing I know is like this white boy that comes up and he's like, I'm just like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, like, what?
What did you come here for tonight?
Exactly.
To try and find some 18-year-old fucking white boy, to start some shit with? Like, odd flex, but okay.
Do you? I mean, come on, okay.
You're old as shit. You're about a bald head, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got a bald head, bro. Like, I'm so sorry, dog.
Yeah.
Like, those people are just so angry.
Angry at the
Some people are
world.
just so angry. Like, yesterday, I'm going down the street. I'm going, like, I swear, like 17 on a 20. And this guy just in the street, he's like, slow the fuck down. I'm just like, what an odd flex, bro.
The speed limit's 25.
I swear to God, I was not even going 25.
That's what I'm saying. The speed limit's 25, and I don't think that's fast for this area.
And the guy's like,
slow the fuck down.
I'm just like, why would you do that, though? You don't know who I am. What if I was even a larger man than I am? The godly beast that I am. You know what I mean? Like,
and just God wants to whip your ass.
It's like a fat old dude.
Exactly.
I probably could have fucked up.
What does God just decide I want to whip your ass?
Or it's a group of teens. A couple 17-year-olds. They're just like, stop the car. What the fuck you say?
What if I got a gun?
And then they beat your ass and you'd be like, they just were driving by causing terror. You're just like, those people must really hate their life. I don't know why people act like that other than that reason.
Exactly.
I can't even think of it.
You have something, you have something about anger you want to.
Your wife cheated on you.
Put onto someone else and take out on. You want to then portray that anger, that feeling onto someone else.
Hurt someone else. Hurt people. Trying to hurt people.
To make yourself feel better. Well, you got problems, guy. Let me tell you one thing.
Fuck those people. Everybody keep smiling. Great cast, Steve. This is another one. Another one that I hope people have enjoyed. Now we're ready to fire back. We missed a couple days last week. Get ready to line them up. I'm about to get a couple guests lined up in here, baby. Let's go.
We're getting them going on. We're getting them coming. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it.
Catch us soon.
Hey.